Hi guys. I'm alive. I am alive. It has been, oh my god, how long has it been since I slept? But I slept on stream, so it's okay. But it's been quite some time. It's been quite some time. It's been okay. So I went to bed at. Well, I slept on stream a little bit, and then I went to bed again at 8. Oh god, it's been some time. It's been a little bit.
How much of a nap did you get?
Probably 5 hours.
Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, okay. So
that's not bad. It's not bad.
You're
I
not
just
suffering
not like suffering, but it's just the deadness is inside of me.
Bring that lighting on your face.
Oh, thank you. It can get better. It can get better though. There we go.
Yeah.
It can get better.
Oh shit.
Thank you.
Dark people problems. I do that. Oh wait.
Thank you, Coffins, for the resub. 28 months. Thank you. Welcome. Hi, G26. I do remember you. Hi, Meats. Hi, 13. Let's see who's all here before I start. Hi, Big B, M-Man, Matthew, Tim, Lunar. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. G26. King Chris, Zach. Hi, Matt. Oh, 2 Matts in the chat. And Slam. All right, so everybody, welcome. This is my friend Michelle. For those of you who do not know, we have recently reconnected after 4 long years of being apart from each other.
I know, I didn't even count. I was like, what the heck?
It's been like
you said that twice already, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's been like roughly 4 years. It's wild. Hi, old lady. Hi, Booty. So her good looks. So thank you for reading the title. He called you Ellie. I was like, thank God someone reads the title. So if anybody would like to ask her any questions or whatever, feel free. She's new. I just explained Twitch to her in a good 15 minutes with the countdown screen. We're gonna do yoga. I don't obviously have all of my WWE. I don't have all of my energy today, so we're gonna do chill yoga vibes, but that's fine.
No, we're gonna do breakdancing.
And we're gonna
and handstands.
See, you're ready to create this. Future streamer right here. Perfect. So would you like to tell a little bit about yourself? Feel free to say whatever. You could say nothing at all.
Well,
or you could say
I'm just a
anything you want.
typical Uber driver that likes to meet humans and conversate. Like, that's like my favorite thing. Actually, I was just hanging out with a friend, and like one of my favorite things to say is like, you learn about yourself through conversation, and that's how you grow.
Ooh, I like that. You hear that, chat? You learn about yourself through conversation. I like that.
Yeah, that's like, I feel like that's a big part of growth aside from like travel. Travel is one thing people don't even think about, and I feel like is educational. Like, travel to grow up. Don't stay alone too much. I mean, everyone's like, I'm fine with being alone, but it's like, no, you do know that it's like not just therapy, or it's just healthy to interact.
It's healthy to interact and experience different things and cultures and mindsets and get different perspectives.
I love
all that.
I'm really gaining more perspectives, or more of a perspective on just perspective, like just by conversation, like. See, and it's okay to agree to disagree and all that, you know.
See, small woke chat. See, she gets it.
We're all connected. That's my favorite thing to think about, is how we're all freaking connected.
Literally, the Lion King taught us this when we were kids. Come on, that's like something we should have just kept with us the entire time.
What part?
Circle of life. We're all
connected.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm like thinking of Simba. You know. I'm like, wait.
The antelope eats the grass. Our bodies become the grass, and we're all connected in the circle of life. See?
Yeah, the way of life. Yeah.
Hi, Hi, Chris.
Yeah, but I'm just an Uber driver / soon-to-be business owner. I'm investing in yoga and meditation, teaching people. I want to put yoga in schools. I feel like if kids were already doing it, like...
Oh, yeah, we talked about this. She wants to put yoga in schools for kids, and we think, such a fucking good idea.
Because I feel like you would learn how to get in tune with yourself just that much faster. And, like, okay, so one thing that really bothered me, like okay, getting into this stuff, I thought about how do your parents not know that you're depressed? And if they do, I mean, you know, people who did figure that out. Mental health is more like, we get it now, but back in the day it was like, okay, put them on medication, or like, we know the stories, but some parents just didn't know. They just were like, oh, it's a phase, right? Like we know about that. For me, I'm just like, how do you not talk to your kid? Like, I feel like conversation alone could really help you understand that much more. So, like, I want to put yoga in schools for kids, but I also want to like just put it in every home, because it's like, it's just a life changer, I feel like. And meditation has been proven to do crazy things. Like, I feel like, so
especially getting them invested when they're younger, meaning like, you know, you could even give them like, they want to get, more involved, or, focus their life choices with that, in that direction. But you're also like, you have a nice open mind because you're banking on the fact of parents being good people where they want to talk to their kids. But we all know that's not always the case. So
it's not.
I dare
but they're
not.
dealing with their own issues, you know.
Yeah, true.
And like who knew if they were? I mean, not like if they were ready to have kids, because I do believe that everything happens for a reason too. But like in a way, I do feel like some parents weren't ready to be parents, and it's like, and there's a lot of proof of that almost. Like, and I hate to think of that anyways. You know, foster care exists and adoption exists for those reasons.
Yep.
But I do feel like yoga is a form of meditation because you're doing breathing, and like I'm still getting the breathing. Like I've been in love with yoga for 5 years, and I can't say that I've even practiced it every day for a month, and that's how hard it is to keep good routines, better habits, healthy routines, healthy habits. Like even knowing that now, I still need to like incorporate it. Like I don't do it enough at all. Like I don't practice it enough at all.
Can you like talk us through a breathing technique?
Oh,
is that something
super
you do?
easy.
Yeah,
this one's super easy. Yeah, it's
Oh wait, hang on. Let me get the mic. She's gonna talk us through. Let's put the mats down. I want her to
so
talk
fast.
us through a beginning like a breathing exercise. Hang on. Okay. Hang on.
My
I'm gonna move
spiritual
this
speaker, the one I told you about. I don't know if you guys are ready. Some of you guys even might know Abraham Hicks. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's weird shit. But anyways.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Okay. So for me, she says, like most breathing things, they say, oh, you can't do it wrong. But so I think it's just about how it changes each time because you lose breath. And then when I'm tired, I yawn a lot during like my breathing.
Your brain trying to get oxygen to it.
I know, I yawn a lot. But okay, it's in for 3, out for 5.
Okay, ready everyone? We're going to do it together.
So you go in for the 3 as much as you possibly can, and you go out for 5, okay? So... And I feel like it changes every single time, though. Like, even then, right now, I feel like...
It felt like a nice wave come over me. That was nice.
That's so cool.
That was nice.
And some people think, like, with meditation, am I doing it right? I just feel lightheaded. It's actually, like, it's a mix of things of you feeling like your body's lightheaded.
Plus, you're kind of, like, retraining your body to focus on your breath. And not a lot of people, like, if you're not, you know, right off the bat doing that, it seems like it's, like, crazy different, you know? So yeah, those are really good to do. And so what she means is for 3 seconds, you're going to pull in really slowly for all 3 seconds. And then 5 seconds out really slowly for all 5 seconds.
And like I can't count sometimes, so even like...
Don't know Leon.
Yeah.
Count for in your mind?
Yeah, like sometimes my 3 feels like it was like shorter than 3 or like longer than 3.
Oh yeah, sometimes I look at a clock, I cheat, but...
Yeah, and that's a good way to do it. I don't care enough to do that. I feel like that's what you should do, honestly.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I'm going to do that one again. No, we just started a mirror. Almighty. Because I was tired, okay? All right.
No, you didn't miss the yoga. We're just starting. Wait, you just said that.
Oh, you didn't? No, you answered. Go for it.
Yep.
I'm going to breathe. Hi, honey. Okay. Ready?
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do it again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Again. Let's do one more time.
Wow, that was so nice, actually. Oh my god, I feel so good right now.
I love that head. It's like almost like a head.
You get like that head, like a.
I don't want to call it a rush because I feel like that means like, oh, you're losing oxygen. You know,
no, that feels so good.
Different.
It gives you like tingles. It's like nice. It's a nice feeling. Ooh, I like that.
I felt like I was a yoga instructor for a second there, and again,
nice.
I should have done like the 1, 2, 3. I guess that would have. But then I would have been thinking too much. So. It's easy.
Yeah.
You can't really mess that one up that bad.
Oof, I like that. I like that. Yeah, there's. I learned different techniques, like where you keep your hand on your heart and your stomach, and different, you know, and just a lot of that. Like it's very interesting.
Have you ever done the ones where you do different nostrils?
Yeah, the alternate nostril breathing.
Like you like
some kind of stuffy.
Like, and you use these two, and it's like this.
That I've never done. I use my first finger.
Oh, okay. It's really kind of like it's kind of awkward. So it's like it doesn't matter what they use.
Do you prefer them side by side, or would you like to be behind me?
Let's do side by side.
Side by side?
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. I'm going to actually flip on this side. I'll go over here. I'm going to give a spray so we can look them down real quick.
I thought you said bread for a second there until I heard the
Bread.
bread. These are dope.
Thanks.
These are investments. How did you pay?
My friend actually gave me this one, and this one was
Nice.
This one was kind of like an influencer-y gift thing.
Wow.
It's
That's love right there.
yeah.
That's one thing to always circulate back to. You know what though?
Beautiful. I wish. I mean, you know, and the more that I get it, the
Exactly.
I get it.
No, I hear you actually. It's like, I'll tell you right now, hold on. It's like when, like, not technically insecurities, but let's just say, like, today you don't feel beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? Then you need to hear it. Like, you believe it when someone says it, but you can't tell yourself that. So it's kind of like that. Like, when you're in a mood, you kind of need something to help you, and you can't look back at all your good times to feel better, you know?
Yep.
Oh, this smells essential oily.
Yeah, it's nice. We're gonna trade them in.
Oh, you didn't make it?
Yeah. No, I don't even know how to. I wish I did.
Yeah, I have a friend that probably, no, she definitely does.
Make some?
She doesn't make them, she knows how. She's like somebody I would want to invest in. We kind of fell off with our friendship, but I'm like the type of person who like says, because she's a grown-ass woman, and like I know that right now, like I see her ability to like, she wants to open a business with that kind of stuff, essential making things, like, and what was it called? I was about to call her business name out there, and I want to get stolen.
I was gonna say, what's the trademark?
Yeah. But yeah, we fell off, but I want to like go back and help her be successful, and like I want to like really help her open a business because I care about her ideas. I really care about her ideas.
Yeah, you should. I mean, plus if it's something that's calling to you, and it's also like a,
Yeah.
you know, if it's something that you're interested in as well, that could be.
Yeah,
you know?
it is. It would totally. I imagined it in my yoga studio. Her little like, it's not a stand, but I'm just saying like a little stand in my yoga studio.
Yeah.
With her like stuff to buy.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good. Like, I mean, I would fucking love to be in a yoga studio. Hi, Danny. I know I feel insane right now, but we're gonna do yoga, so we're gonna mellow out and chill, and it's gonna be nice, you know.
I know. Do you follow a video or do you do your own thing?
Honestly, I do my own thing.
Cool. I was kind of wanting to do that. I always follow yoga video.
If you would like to, we can both free flow, or what I was gonna do was I would kind of instruct a flow and then you instruct a flow. Is that cool?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That'll be new for me, but I'm down.
Cool. Oh yeah.
And you guys, if you guys want like a bomb yoga, anything that, like men too, like I feel like the false theory for yoga is that you have to be flexible, and it's to get flexible. It's like baby moves to get flexible.
Yep.
And then of course the breathing that I talked about, it's like really healing.
Yep.
It's just something that you really should incorporate into your life. Like this is my good enough business. But anyways, Yoga with Adrienne on YouTube. Yoga with Adrienne.
With Adrienne?
She's so quirky and easy to watch. Like for me, I before I found her, I remember watching videos and thinking, man, this person's kind of boring. Like I'm like
you want
losing
somebody
my
that's gonna
attention
be
span.
yeah.
She's
Plus, if
funny.
you're trying to get into yoga and you're trying to, because it is hard to kind of like slow yourself down to get into that headspace, especially if it's new to you, and to keep yourself entertained while you're doing it is important.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's. Kundalini. We were talking about that the other day when we were connected about that, and
Kundalini. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of it. I was telling somebody about it.
Kundalini.
Oh yeah, it was one of my passengers, and she actually we exchanged Instagrams because she's like she wants to go to one of those.
Really?
Yeah. I forget what she
Kundalini
said.
will save the world. The Kundalini activation process.
Man, it's like literal healing. Like okay, think about it. Like we're going into times that are like really interesting. So there has to be powerful things that are coming up. Like people don't believe in magic. I'm sorry guys, I know some people don't, but people don't believe in magic. And I'm like, what? How do you not believe in magic? I mean, it's unbelievable. And that's what, like, you know, they're like, what's the key to magic, or what's the how does magic happen? It's like the key to magic is believing. It's literally it. Like when you believe in something, you make it happen, right? But like, we know massage is healing, we know yoga is healing, but you have to keep getting a massage and you have to keep going and getting stretched or do yoga.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. You can't just do it once and then be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, it's something you have to, like, incorporate into your everyday life.
Yeah. And that's so hard.
Yoga's important, guys.
And it's so easy, but it's so hard. Like, me just saying do yoga every day, people think it's hard until they realize all you gotta do is find that window, take it, and then let you go on with your day. And even me, I always lose that
10
window.
minutes.
10 minutes, that's all you need. And meditation too. But see, I don't do those things. I'm like over here trying to open a business and like amazingly like knowledgeable and like I'm passionate about it. I'm over here like, I haven't done yoga in so long.
Listen, just like you said, don't ever beat yourself up. Thank you, Lion.
I did say that.
I haven't done acro yoga in a while, to answer your question.
Ooh, fun.
Down to, but you haven't.
Ooh, that's with 2 persons, right?
Mhm.
2 persons.
But yeah, no, don't beat yourself up because of that. Don't ever.
No, I practice that one daily. I'm proud of myself for that one because that's something that really set me back in life. Like aside from caring what people think, I think that one was something that is still taking practice. It's being judgmental is still taking practice. Like, but not getting mad at myself because that's like stress you don't need. And stress, like, okay, I told you disease starts at a cerebral level and then your gut. Like, stress goes to your gut, and that's
Believe
hard.
that. I tell people all the time, like, the more you stress, the more, I'm telling you, you can give yourself sickness.
Yeah, totally. And I always get sick when I'm, like, really angry and, like, blaming other people for things. I always get sick. Not always, but, like,
Yep.
I definitely have had, like, certain times where I got really fucking sick, and I remember thinking, can I cuss? Can I cuss?
Oh, yeah, you can cuss, yeah.
Oh, because wait, I don't know if we went over that one.
No, yeah, you can go. Oh, wait, but let me ask you
I'm
one.
a female.
Yes, you can curse. I curse like a fucking sailor on here.
Oh, okay, cool. Cause I only get it. It's funny because I can try not to, and it will still happen. But when I'm working my Uber, I always come up with I always say my curse words as like I'm talking to a kid. Like my mind changes like to super professional.
Yeah. No,
Like-
I mean, it's good. It's kind of funny that you say cuss too because like I'm so used to saying curse. But apparently, like, curse is an old people thing out
It
here.
is.
But cuss is an old people thing in Jersey.
This girl over here calling soda pop.
I swear to God, cuss is an old people thing in Jersey. It's reversed, completely
Really?
opposite. Yeah. If you say
That's
cuss
so
in Jersey,
weird.
you're like, wait, what the fuck?
That's
I'm
so
telling you,
weird.
it's just...
They're still around. There's still other ones. What are some more?
Cuss, curse? Oh,
No.
pop, soda?
Yeah.
Oh God. Holler. My grandma used to say
Holler.
holler. Instead of yell, she used to say holler. So why are you hollering? Today I learned she used to say
I wonder if that's like because of everything we're talking about, or just a curse and
definitely the
cuss.
curse and the cuss part.
Probably.
There's more. They'll come
There's
to my mind.
more,
My brain
I
is like
know.
operating at 80% right now because sleep deprivation.
Yeah.
All right, so we shall start. I'm gonna do more of like a restorative yoga, kind of like chiller. And then she's free to take the wheel to do whatever way she wants. So I'll talk us through a flow, and then she will. And you guys can follow along too if you want to. I know some of you do. Hi, Condi. How are you?
Again.
Thank you for the host. I say hollerin', but as like I'm laughing hard. Really?
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, I've never heard that one. That one's new to me. Double standing forward bend if you have different heights. I don't know
Can
if
you
we could
do double standing forward?
like acro yoga if we have different heights. Normally acro yoga works best if you're around the same height, around-ish.
We kind of are.
Ish.
I'm 5'5" or 5.
5'8".
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
That's not that bad. That's not
I was
that
gonna say,
bad.
are we telling your true height or?
Oh yeah.
Remember?
True height. Yeah, it's not true height 5'8". Hi Brava.
I can only do the acro yoga where you're on my feet. That's it.
With your feet?
Where
Oh, like
your
holding people
stomach's
up?
only, yeah. Because I used to do that as a kid all the time, so I got that down.
You can do it?
It'll be funny, like
Let's do it.
always, you know?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we do it this way?
Can we do it that way so they see it?
Okay, yeah.
Like laying here. And then we'll move it back real quick. Okay. Thank you, okay.
So if you feel like you're gonna die, just grab the pole.
Got it. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna try to balance this. I can bring my arms up too.
Okay,
And
so
not hold on.
I'm gonna put my heels like on your bones. Oh, you're gonna try and balance. Okay, so try and think of your head. Did that hurt?
No.
Okay, good.
That was good.
I always like feel like I'm hurting.
Okay,
like
do one more
this
time.
area.
No, you were doing good. So I'm gonna like lay flat out on you. So I'm
Okay.
gonna try to balance. That was good though. That was good. Okay.
That's new for me too, because then I have to balance you. They say for balance you gotta breathe. Ah! Am I hurting you? Okay.
I felt my legs coming down.
The way you couldn't talk, I felt like I was like in your
I was
gut.
trying to breathe. I was like, don't fall, don't fall. That was good. That was good. That was we tried.
I knew I could do it. You know how long it's been since I did that? Shit. Since I was a freaking kid. Oh wait, no, I think I tried to do it to my boyfriend.
I haven't done acro in probably about a year, 2 years. Thank you guys. Hi Pat. Hi Tim. Yeah, something like that. 13.
Oh, hey, wait, do you know how to do a headstand?
Yes.
Okay, I see. Well, that's like something that people always want to learn.
Oh, the headstand. Yeah, I can do a tripod and I can do an A headstand. Right now, I was working on my handstand. I can't do it yet though. I'm still gaining
The way I learned, I almost did a freaking backflip when I learned.
Really?
Right? So I would always start like here, right? Like and then, or like right here, and then I'd go up. And then my ex, he told me you have to land like in front of your feet. And then so like I would go like that, and then just boom, land there. And I almost did a backflip. He had put his arm right there, like where the back of my knees were gonna go, right
And you
before
almost just
I
flipped it. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, the stands are nice. Hi Noah. That's it.
But what was the other thing you said you were learning? Because I don't know the name of things.
Oh,
Headstand and
No, a handstand and I said something else. Did today or another day?
Tripod.
No, I could do tripod and a
What is that?
handstand. Tripod's the one where you put your hands down. You're kind of bouncing on your head and on your hands.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one's yeah.
And then the A one is where you're just straight up headstand. Yeah, those like I'm doing my handstand. Not my handstand's hard.
Okay, yeah. I'm still a bit.
So they taught you how to like do the strength like that, where you like kind of go against the wall, and you build up strength right here in your traps and your upper back.
Okay.
So I have some exercises I do, but it takes some work. It takes some work.
Yeah, it takes practice. My girl, she started trying to learn handstand at the same time I was trying to learn handstands. She just practiced way more and like did use like those tools.
Yep.
And she just got it like today. I think I just watched her Instagram.
Really?
Like talking her through it. Yeah, because I wonder if I just find it.
Yeah. It does take a while too. No, we're not doing a backflip. You not on stream.
That's hard. Did I leave my phone in there? I think I left my phone in there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think you did on the air conditioner. Don't ask me why I know that. Hi guys. It's your girl. I'm dying. Living though. It is a lot of strength. This is more of like restorative yoga today because I'm shot. I'm super shot still. Matthew. Oh man. Okay.
I swear that curtain. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
That I knew somebody about the same shower curtain.
Really?
Yes.
With
It was
the
one of those
tree?
things. Huh?
With the tree?
Yeah. Like for real.
I look like $1 million in
One
gold
G.
in me. Thank you, Danny. Hi, Reza.
Oh, okay. And trying to remember what I was doing.
I like that one. That's funny, Mac. Yes, I'm staying hydrated. Turtle pose to headstand. You guys, you are asking for the
What's that?
most right now. There's some asking for some crazy
What is
shit.
it?
Turtle pose to headstand. Turtle pose is like when you go like this.
Oh man,
And then
I wish.
fucking-
Let me show you somebody after this.
I did, Hamlet. I'm going to again.
Okay, so this is my friend, and he got her to do it. So she said.
I see. Yep.
Oh wait. Oh my gosh. Thanks. Shout out to what's his name for the support and hype on my handstands. You could tell how much I wanted to move with the confused switches, but he says don't move.
Okay. Don't do anything. Don't. Yes.
Oh my god.
Such a perfect
Just
friend.
hold it.
Oh my god, she's doing it.
Put your legs together, he said.
Dude, I'm fucking. Can you please send me that,
Yeah.
please? Thank
Yeah,
you. I need
this
that
is my girl.
motivation. I'm doing
Look-
a handstand.
Look at her though. Look, she's always doing like exercise stuff though. This is why. This is why she
that's
got
why.
a handstand because her head to learn things. Okay, and then there's like
Yeah, she has good like that. Is some good controlled upper body.
yeah,
strength.
and like
Fuck.
she's look at her. She's a sexy model.
Yep. See.
Okay, I'll send you that.
Yeah, thank you. Hell yeah, dude, we're gonna get a handstand. We're going to get a handstand. Boy,
I
I
was
got my mind on cake.
her name's Angie, so I had a brain fart. I'm like, wait, what is your name? Like a quick second there. That was terrible.
See,
I was like-
Michelle doesn't see me in 4 years and she forgets my name.
Because I was just looking at her name's Angeline.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, wait, who am I trying to send this to? Because her name is Angeline.
You can do turtle to handstand, but I'm working on transition. I need to get that upper body. I mean, I have pretty good upper body strength.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised because I've done some things and I'm just like, okay, so someone else was trying to do a position, and I kind of saw where they were like needing help, and I couldn't do the position, but I told them to do this, and I did the move myself. So
yeah,
like,
see, when you correct it and you do it yourself, it's
this one.
It's the crow pose. Yes.
And I was just like, put your head down lower because they kept trying to do it right here, and I was like, no, go
go
down
lower.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody just like corrects my body, that's why I liked taking yoga classes when I was learning something new, because they taught me like, okay, like this is how you do whatever.
Got a major bruise right here. Look at this bruise.
Huh?
Look at this bruise.
What'd you do?
I don't even know. And it's got a scratch, like I really did bang
Oh
it.
no, you're gonna start doing me. You're gonna wake up with random bruises.
I haven't even been drunk enough to. Oh wait.
No, you can talk about getting
I
drunk.
no, I was trying to think. Have I been drunk enough to not remember and hurting myself? Like, no, I haven't in a while.
All right, I'm gonna put. I totally forgot to post that we're live, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna do that, and then we can
Okay. No, I was
continue
drunk.
on. Hang on, let's see.
What was the other thing I was gonna show you? Oh yeah. This girl. I went to this one yoga studio in Hollywood when I first started yoga. Yoga Works. Probably heard of it.
Yoga Works?
Yoga
Yeah,
Works.
yeah, I've heard of Yoga Works.
It was like right on Hollywood and what was that street called? I love this song.
Black Mill Forever.
I love this song.
Thank you, okay.
This is my drive to Vegas. Like this nostalgia that's attached to it. It's my freeway music, but it's my drive to Vegas nostalgia, and it's just like I'm getting there, and it's just blasting in my stereo.
You see why we get along?
Oh yeah,
like,
no.
literally.
When I saw that she went to Texas, I was just like, I just came from there, and I drove there too.
Yep.
That was crazy, but I think you went right after me, or were you starting to post it? When you got
I was
back?
starting to post it when I got back.
Oh, okay, so I think we were there like around the
We
same.
might have been there at the same time, yeah.
Yeah, I was there for a month, so.
Yeah, no, I was not. I was that. It is hot in Texas.
hot.
Let me just tell
I
you
didn't go
something.
outside
It
very
is
much.
toasty in Texas.
No, but
Oh, smell. Is that a video? Oh, it's a boomerang. Okay, cool. Cute.
okay. So this yoga studio, I swear to God, like I don't believe in luck, but I have some very interesting things that have happened in my world, like my own life experience. Like I have had some things just happen that were like, does that happen to other people? So this yoga
Coincidences
studio,
meaning, or just like in general, just like kind of like.
just like it changes. It's not even like it can't even fit in the category of luck. Like it's law of attraction almost, but also like I think it's just like law of attraction for the most part. So like even one of my favorite things that helps me remind myself that I am really smart and that I am getting the hang of this is like my passengers with Uber. Every single time I work, I meet like multiple people that are on the same wavelength, and what we talk about is pretty like amazing. But
Law of attraction.
yeah, but my favorite thing is people saying, we were just talking about this, or I was just talking about this, and it's like,
Yep.
and I never interrupt them after that, because I used to be like, oh my god, that's my law of attraction telling me that. Now I don't even say that anymore. I just embrace it, and I'm just like,
I forgot what it was, but you literally walked in saying something, and I was like, what was it? You know what I'm talking about. You were just like, I just was listening, or I just did this, and I was like, oh, I just did that. We just said it before we started the stream. I'm shot.
We said a lot. We got right into it.
True. Yeah, we did say a lot. We did get, but I can't.
Was it about your house? Because I was admiring your house as soon as I walked in. Oh wait, was it about the dogs? Oliver? Was it about Oliver?
No, it wasn't about the dogs. It'll come to me.
But so this yoga studio, I swear, this is the reason why I found like I know my purpose is to help people. My purpose is to like be who I am to help people. I know that kind of comes naturally, but this yoga studio helped me find my business purpose. Like almost every single instructor has made such an impact on my life that I still talk to them to this day. Like when I was going to show you the headstand, it would have been about this old lady yoga instructor who taught like this one tall man who was not flexible, and she was like always helping him out, right? But when we were learning headstands, she did it so well. To this day, I always can teach people headstands.
Really?
Like, yeah, and like really being able to balance in a headstand. But this bitch right here, she's always doing this shit right here.
Oh, see, yeah.
No, but not that. Watch.
I can't even do that though. That's something I have to work
on.
Oh yeah,
no, that
my hamstrings are
practice
tight.
of flexibility. Well,
that's what I'm doing right now. To learn how to do handstands.
She's teaching it then. Yep. I've never watched this one, but okay, that's her teaching it. But this is this is her forte. Bitch, look at this. This is her. Oh, this is a perfect one. So look at her back muscle. Okay, watch this. She gets up from there. She doesn't touch the ground for a second. And then she gets into a handstand, I think, from here. Oh, that had to be so hard.
I need to post these in the chat for them to see too.
Okay.
Shit, this is wild.
Yeah, this is pretty much like a part of her. This is her forte.
Yeah,
so,
see, that's the kind of stuff that we need to do, guys. We need to focus on.
I'll send that one to you again, I promise.
Oh yeah, go for it, Condi. Thank you. K19. I'm working on it. It's a little struggle bus, but you know.
I think it's this one.
Yes, I know, Medic. I get it. You said it 3 times. We understand.
Okay, maybe it's this one, but look at that shit where it stopped. Oh, fuck. So, okay, basically everyone has seen that person that does the touch your wrists and then go up and then touch your wrist again. That's her forte. Like, that's what she does, like, in every single yoga class, in every video almost, like, her forte is to do a balancing handstand and be able to move her legs up and touch her wrists and up and go through and go to that one like
this. To have that control, yeah.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
Oh, no, she's not about to do it.
These are more practices that I should do though. But see, my biggest thing is like I need to get my hamstrings more. I did not get more sleep than you. Fucking, you cut that out. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you this last one.
Thank you. You're from the. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, I know. I saw a lot of people that were watching me sleep. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know. That's apparently like a big thing. Go figure. I'm not even kidding. Apparently, I mean, I woke up and there was just a ton of people that were still just like chilling. I'm like, this is relaxing. That's fine with me. Oh yeah, send me all of these.
I feel like I'm pretty sure this yoga mat is like it teaches you the specific form. So like up there would be downward dog, you know?
Oh yeah, where it's like mapped out on the yoga mat.
Yeah,
that's good. Hell yeah. Yeah, send me these. I'm gonna watch them in practice.
Okay.
Those will be good for practice, guys. I'll share them with you too. Hi, Lil Pay. All right, so who's doing yoga? Press 1 in the chat if you're doing yoga.
Ooh, yeah.
It's creepy, and we're totally doing it again. We're totally doing a sleep stream again.
Doing yoga later tonight.
Yay! ADC, come on. Amir. Okay. Alright, ready? We're going to... If you're chatting, you're not doing it, then you tell them Call of Booty. Alright, so, are you ready? I'm gonna move the mic over here. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Has anybody ever been to a yoga class and someone farted?
Have you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Never.
Everyone just stays quiet. No, nobody looks at each other.
No one's gonna address it? Oh,
nobody addresses it. I'm the one looking around like, oh shit, no one's looking around at me to like.
Oh, you should 100%
catch eye
address
contact
it.
with anybody.
I'd be like, all right, who was it?
Yeah.
Own up. Yep, exactly.
I think I was just like, it wasn't me.
All right. Alright, so we're going to start in half lotus with your left foot up. Make sure that you are centered, your sit bones both on the ground, your core is tight, your chest is square, your head is loose, and your shoulders are loose as well. And what I would like you to do is breathe up your arms on the count of 3. Inhale. Go pray your hands at the top. Exhale. Keeping your shoulders low. I want you to flip your hands and turn them kind of like, I don't know what you, rotate them.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yes.
that. Deep inhale. Exhale, and you are going to turn it as you exhale down into yourself exactly like that. Try to keep it. It's one of my favorite ones. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your palms to cups, one over each other. Right hand up. You're going to inhale as you turn to the left. Exhale deep all the way to the right.
Ooh, I got a pop.
You did?
It was a good pop too.
Flip your cups, left over right. Inhale all the way to the left. Exhale, come back to center. Let go of your hands, grab them behind your back, interlace your fingers. Push your palms to the sky, and you are going to lead with your chest all the way down. And the forehead on the ground. Relax your arms at your sides. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. We're going to roll back and do backward snail. So as soon as you go back, you can keep the momentum going if you want to and go all the way up. Go straight up with your legs. Try to get as straight as you can.
Try to talk over it. Oh, hey, wait, want me to show you some leg moves like this?
Oh my god, can you? Yes.
So, like, toes out, it's kind of uncomfortable. And then knees up. Yeah. So, wait, hold on, let me show you some motion. Out, and then toes touch, knees open, and then go up. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
love
then,
that.
what's the other one? Oh, yeah, 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 it's like,
Oh, the half clock one?
yeah.
Yes. I learned a separate one like that with my friend. Kicks, and then you kick it down. Kick.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Kick. Exhale backwards. Sometimes I get my knees on my head. My head is really tight. Just kind of chill like this.
Can you do the splits?
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
My hamstrings are ridiculously tight though. Like I'm telling you, I stretch every day and it's just
Do it
ridiculous.
one day when you're dancing. The momentum and adrenaline, for some reason, helps you like get down deeper.
It used to help when I smoked.
Oh.
Because I would like not really feel it, so I'd be able to hold it longer.
Yeah. How long have you not?
Since May 15th. I think we might have talked about it a little bit, but I didn't go too much into it. But yeah, because of roll up, because of anxiety. So I haven't been.
Yeah.
Ooh, feels nice. You're gonna take your left leg, put it over your right knee. Right arm comes out.
I'm so funny with yoga, like, cause I'm already a fiddler, so, like, yoga instructors always told, like, the class, because of me, try and hold it, or, like, because I would give, like, not just give up, but I would just be like, alright, I'm like, I can't do this right now, and they'd be like, okay, try and hold the pose, try and stay still, and it was always for me, I knew it.
And switch. You mean like a fidgeter?
Yeah, fidgeter and because I danced like so much, my body like I wasn't taking classes to learn. I was just dancing, and so I can't say I didn't have control, but I didn't have control. Like I wasn't always hurting myself, but I was wearing my body out to where now I have like nerve damage and shit. So when I went to yoga, I'd be like, I worked all night. You guys don't even understand. I can't hold this pose.
Yep. Yep. No, I totally
It's
get
like
that.
a workout. Like fuck Pilates.
Come back to center and do butterfly. Pilates is hard as hell. Hi Demo. Hi
No.
Drippin. Hi Mythicus.
I have no interest in doing Pilates.
Pilates is so difficult, and it's just so difficult. It requires so much strength. Like I give those people credit, but
You
it
ever-
is.
Don't they do the rowing in yoga? I don't know. No, that's different.
No, they do.
That's
They actually do. Rowing was a move in Pilates. They also put that terrible circle between your legs, and then you have to hold it. There's like the circle of death. It's fucking terrible. You have to hold it. It's like the styrofoam circle. You cannot let your legs let go of. And they make you do ab workouts with holding your circle. Oh, it's terrible.
It's hardcore.
It's very hard. I give them a lot of credit. Everyone make like jokes about Pilates. I'm like, those bitches can fucking work. Like they are.
It's the name. They need. I mean, I don't even know. Pilates
Yeah,
makes
people
it seem
always
really
make it seem
feminine.
like it's like, oh, like, you know, like an older woman type.
No,
It's good. It is.
far from it.
This is good. I give them lots of credit for
Like
that.
hot yoga, even. Fuck that.
Yep.
I feel like I would faint.
Oh, someone missed your intro. Would you like to say who you are again?
Wait, like my at name or
Whichever name you want to give.
my I don't know. What would I say to that? They missed my intro or just my name?
Whichever you want. Whatever you want to say. You can say whatever. You can say your name. You can say I need your spiel again.
I'm an alien. I was not born here. I don't know who I am.
Perfect.
Or where's my home? I've been trying to get back home for a while.
Perfect. They'll love you.
No. Right? Okay. There's a brother, right? The brother sister. To the Amaris. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Greetings.
Greetings, sister.
Hello.
No, my name's Ellie, and
Little
my
faces.
at name is mylovelyellie, all spelled correctly, but Ellie's E-L-L-I-E. Ellie Schmelly.
Oh, Cold Booty, can you change it to Fitness Fun, please? I totally forgot to switch. Razod, whoever. I forgot to switch it from just chatting. Thank you.
What is that?
Categories on Twitch of what you're technically doing.
Welcome to Earth.
There's no yoga category, but there's a crocheting category.
So somebody can change that for you?
Mm-hmm. My mom's, yeah.
Your mom's. I was gonna say your mom.
My mom.
I'm hearing.
My
things
mom does
today.
not even understand what Twitch is. She's trying, but it's.
Your mom's your assistant. That's the dopest thing.
She would love to. Yeah, she has no. She has no idea. Bring your legs out into like a diamond. Grab onto your ankles, and you're going to fold forward while you push your knees down. There's a little bit of a hip opener, so don't hurt yourself. But yeah.
I've done this one.
Mm-hmm.
If
If you
my
can,
feet closer.
yeah, if you can, touch your head to your feet.
Smell your feet. Make sure you're sanitized.
Make sure your feet are sanitized. I took a shower today when I woke up after I streamed, so I'm good.
Did anybody else like? Never mind. This is really personal.
Shower?
I was a gross kid. No.
Oh.
As a kid, like I feel like. Never mind. I'm shutting up. It's really gross.
Arms behind your back. You can go up on your toes, and you can go into hammock. You can pretty much say anything on here. It's pretty okay.
It's hammock.
Oh, hammock is when you go on your toes like
Oh.
this. Yep, and you
Oh
just
my
kind of let yourself hang. You can go like this, or my one teacher liked to alternate knees. So you stretch out, your left knee touches down.
Anybody else like when she says hang?
Hi.
Hang. You said hang.
Hang.
Hang. Yeah, hang. I don't know. It's a Jersey accent. It's you say hang just a little bit.
Really?
different. It's cute.
Wow, nobody catches that. That's wild.
Hang.
That's wild. I can't believe you just caught that. That's crazy.
You've done it before. I just didn't comment on it. I feel
Really?
like- yeah, because we said something where you were like hang out.
Hang.
Now
Probably.
now you're doing
Now,
it.
now I'm thinking about
You're saying
it.
it like, yeah,
Now I'm thinking about it too much.
yeah.
Legs straight out. Yeah, no, I'm thinking about it too much.
It's okay. It'll come naturally because you just have that accent.
I know what? I'm happy you said that though. I like my accent. I wish I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Got it.
Hello, Viper. Oh, thank you so much for actually reading the title. By the way, somebody new from yesterday who reads the title. Take notes, everybody. Yeah, we're still going off of that energy from yesterday.
What's VIPs?
VIPs.
Oh, Vips. What's Vips? Someone needs punctuation. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god! Call of Duty, new quote. What's Vips? I have a lot of quotes that we add from what people say. They're like funny things. And,
You can. I won't be embarrassed.
years ago, I said some. I mean, I still constantly do, but I've said some. See, like random shit. But I've said some funny things that randomly pop up now.
Vip.
Hi, Calixta. How are you? Welcome. Welcome. Oh my god, this hurts so bad. And come back to the center. Again, half lotus, but this time right leg on top.
Okay.
And we're gonna do your breathing. Okay? The 3 in, 5
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you count us into it?
God, we need a third person for that, no?
I know, right? I wish we could breathe while we're also, singing. But I try.
Okay. I'll do it like the first 2 times, and
Okay.
then we can take over.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do it.
Okay.
So all the way out, and then 1, 2, 3. See? Going out, I lost it. I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to be counting out. It's out for
Good
5.
though, it's
3
good.
for in, out
3 for in,
5.
out for 5. Okay.
Oh, I can do it like this. I think I can do this.
Okay, yeah, we can do the count. Okay, so we're gonna all breathe together. You ready? So we're gonna count 3. You're gonna inhale slowly, all 3, and then when she starts to recount 5, that's how long you're gonna exhale for. So don't rush it out of your body. Do really nice and slow. Okay.
Yeah, there's enough time. Like the 3, I always felt like that's just a short time. And all the air you're breathing in, you don't have to breathe fast.
Fill up your whole. Yep.
It's like breathe in strong. I feel like is the best way to say it. Instead of breathing in they in yoga they say breathe into your torso. I think that's what it is to breathe in strong. Because if you're breathing into your chest, it happens faster.
Yep.
So maybe I don't know. Okay.
You're
ready?
welcome, Demo.
All the way out, and then. Okay. And then in. And then out. And then in. And then out. And then in. And then out. And then in again. And out. And then take over it on your own.
Wow, that is wild. Oh my god, it feels so
It's
I
a
get
good
that
one.
rush. It feels so fucking good.
It's a good one.
God, it's so good to breathe. I
I've
love
learned
it.
a lot of breathing techniques, and that was like the easiest one I could latch on to.
Damn. Yes, yeah.
You
It's
guys
really
don't
good.
have to smell it, but this girl over here is farting, and she didn't even react. No, I'm over here trying to breathe and.
You need to stream.
Oh, what?
See, you have the personality to stream.
Comes naturally.
See, you should. I always, every single time I bring someone new on, I'm always hyping it up. I'm like, you should do it. You should. I told so many of my friends. I told Lex to do it. I told Michelle, the other Michelle, to do it. I told everyone. Yeah.
And you learned everything by starting.
On here?
Like the nerd stuff.
Like the Twitch stuff?
Like computers. I barely know how to freaking do words.
Well, it's my friend Moon taught me how to set up all this stuff when I was starting in the house that we started in, and then everything else you just kind of learn it from friends. You learn it from people in the community, etc. Stuff like that. But it's good. I mean, really, all you need to start is a camera. You can even do it on your phone.
True.
Mm-hmm. True. Literally, you can do it on your phone.
I feel like honestly, in the split second of me thinking of me doing one, I feel like I would be interesting. I would have watchers.
Yeah. I think you could do it. Yeah.
I'm
watchers.
hyping myself up.
You should hype yourself up.
I'm interesting.
Yes, the pole is for holding up my ceiling.
Always good.
My ceiling falls if I don't. Would you like to go through a flow now?
Was it?
Would you
Yeah.
like to go through a flow now? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm your student. Mold me.
Okay.
Now she's gonna take us through a flow.
I've watched a lot of yoga videos, so I'm gonna do almost a typical one, and then just because I feel like I'm so helpful usually for other people, I might be able to really explain it pretty well.
Go
So
for
we'll
it.
start in like cat-cow.
Okay.
So when I learned cat-cow, I don't know if she taught me wrong, but she said your head's always straight like this. But for me, I think when I go like this, my head has to go down, and then my pelvic, I think I straighten it out, and that really feels good to me too.
So I never was told to keep my head straight the entire time.
Like straight down, like looking like that.
Oh, straight down.
Yeah.
No, I always angle down too.
Yeah.
And my teacher always taught me like to come up and lengthen your spine and your head, and then come into it and kind of fold up like a cat, like that.
And then try something new, and for me, and so like you went like that. Try and move your pelvic closer, and like you might even go forward a little. And tell me if that feels good.
Feels good. Feels like a little bit more pressure on my wrists, but it feels good.
Interesting. Maybe you know what? I feel like yoga. So I met somebody. She was Indian, and she said that she kind of hated the Americanized yoga because it was like more. I think it's like a spiritual practice, and we changed it to like a workout instead of a spiritual practice. So yeah, I think yoga is really well thought out, and that's probably why there's not like an extra bend to that, and it's really just this.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And you say angle, like a Jersey accent. Too.
Angle? Do I really? I fucking love that she's catching this. No one else thinks it like that. I love that.
I love
God
accents.
damn.
I'm like really. I traveled a lot too though. Anyways, okay, yeah. Take your own little cat-cow. When I go here, I kind of wiggle down a little more. Make my shoulder blades squeeze. And the breathing too. They always tell you about the breathing, and I always get it opposite. So when I go down, I breathe out, and you're actually supposed to breathe in when you go down. And out when you go up. Your thing says Earthling. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Third. We were just talking about that. You didn't say me too.
I got that as like a fuck you to my dad.
Really?
Yeah. That's like a jokingly fuck you, not really.
Because it was like your first tat or what?
No, because I'm like the black sheep in my family because I'm very different than everyone else. So he calls me a Martian. So I got a tattoo that said Earthling. Matthew, you don't hear my accent. Don't fucking lie, you liar. Don't you lie.
Alright, let's go to downward dog. I love downward dog. Hips to the air. So your downward dog's perfect. A lot of people don't get this part.
Yep.
And that really helps the pose like so much.
So I always tell people, imagine like a string pulling your chest to the ground.
Yeah, that's good. And then your freaking calves stretch out.
I always try to do like the little heel down mountain climbers one here to stretch out the hamstrings.
Yeah. My friend that we fell off, her favorite yoga move was
Three-legged?
No, this one.
Oh, what the fuck? I never even tried that.
So you don't go. I don't think you go all the way.
Move over for that.
So yeah.
I'm gonna try something new, guys. I'm stoked. Okay, teach me.
Yeah, it's like a stretch. It's so good. Like I crack my back sometimes, and she goes, "That's a yoga pose." So you go, and you just kind of fall, and then look up.
Oh shit, that's cool.
I know, it's really tasty too. It feels good.
It does feel good.
It's a yoga like statement almost. It's really tasty.
I like that. Can we do the other side?
Yeah. And then and there's probably like a better way to get in and out of that, but you can't hurt yourself really like with that one. Okay, make your way to the top, jump or walk. Whew, almost hate it. I guess just grab your elbows, feel this one out for a second, let your head hang, let your neck stretch. Don't forget to breathe. And then we'll do a forward fold of your, wait, what's that one? Halfway lift?
Halfway lift. You put your hands out or on your legs?
I go like this.
Okay.
Because I kind of like, I don't know. And then go down. And then just roll up your spine slowly, slowly, too? I like
that.
this one. So you start slow,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can go faster, and then you can go slower, whatever you feel. But when you end, because it's yoga, you slow down. You don't just stop. So whenever you want, I'm just enjoy it. Go behind you a little bit, bend your knees. I'm gonna slow down if you want to follow. Let's do a wrist stretch.
Love wrist stretch, right, chat? Let's go.
Yes.
How many times do I do this with you all?
Yeah, I do that. I go up a little bit because I feel like it's an extra stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get my thumbs sometimes too.
I never did the thumb.
I used to have really bad hand issues. I still kind of do, and so I looked at hand stretches, and this was one of them.
So because of forearms too. I never do the down one either. That's good. I like that. Before you switch, when you're done with this, I'll show you what I do with my right hand. If you have more to do on this, show me. But if you're done after this and you're gonna move on, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'm good.
So from here, I flip over and I like pull very lightly on my wrist right here, and it just has that really nice kind of like stretch, and it just feels like a little nice kind of.
Yeah, I have really weird wrists. I think I did something when I was a kid. I like how you like instinctly, like since we're like following each other with yoga, you kind of started to rock too.
Oh my
Did you
god!
notice?
No, I
Did you
didn't
notice?
notice that.
Can you watch this later? Do you
Yeah.
ever? You literally started to rock.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Do you want to hear something pretty cool?
Wow, it's weird. No.
It's not the same thing, but it kind of is. So there's something called, I think it's the monkey effect, but I think it's because the example is monkey. So there's an actual like science, like it's been proven that like animals are like we're all connected, and so like it's been proven with all animals, not just monkeys. They'll start something new, and animals across the world that's never met in contact with them, they start doing the same thing.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like real. Like they never met, never got in contact with just like different parts of the world. The animals pick up on it and start doing it.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
This feels so good. And I really like following along with someone else because I'm like so used to like my own routine, which is good, and I like to show other people. But it's so nice to just kind of like follow along like a class, you know?
Yeah.
I like it. It's nice. I try to stretch every single day on dead, even if it's not the same body parts. I try to do, you know?
Yeah. No, I really have issues with my body, so I was glad that we set this up because I wouldn't have been able to on my own. I'm here to work.
Yeah.
So like even just stopping to hang out, like I really try and enjoy it even though my mind's on money.
Yeah.
Like I need to go make some money.
Yeah, of course.
I got a really good one.
Yeah. I'm following. Keep going.
So this is actually what I do a lot. Like when I'm in the gym and like my friends, when I'm waiting for the machine, I'll stand there and I'll do this. So we'll wide leg it out, and then we'll do this, grab your hand.
Oh.
Yep. And then like your butt kind of goes out first because you don't want to like be stiff, and then you know the form of your feet, right? Because when you're going down. So usually I think it's like this, but I kind of have more strength when I'm straight. And then we'll just go down.
And you can rock to your other foot, another side. You don't have to rock really, you can kind of just stretch it to each foot. And then the middle. And when you come up, your head looks up and your lower back kind of like how you get down.
Yeah. I like that. This is nice.
I kind of go like this
Hi,
sometimes
Dr.
too.
P. Greetings.
Before I go down, I kind of wiggle it out.
Wiggle it out.
I get some pops in here.
I like that.
And then don't forget to breathe, as I always do. And we'll come up again.
That sounds a little different.
Oh, show me your back ribs. you for the bits, Danny. You already know my
Oh,
high
cute.
thought of the day.
I like it.
There's no real reason the alphabet needs to be in order. I love you. Thank you.
Okay. This is a really good one too. So cross your feet. And then, so the yoga with Adrian when I recommended, she always when you go to lift up, she goes behind your ears to try and like reach behind.
Oh, I like that. Ooh. Oh, we're folding.
It's gonna stretch like your back leg.
Oh my fucking god, yeah.
Try and like just turn your head in towards your knee, but you don't have to do it too hard because it's definitely a tight one.
Whew. Yeah, honestly, it's like mostly my lower back. It's so fucked up because my
Nice.
hamstrings are tight.
Oh shit.
So I try to like do an alternate version. I gotta go out a little further than you, just
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
But working on it.
Oh, it's good. You know yourself.
So tell me about Insomniac.
What about?
Dancing, how is that? I haven't seen you since you started. Do you remember when I used to say that you should be a go-go dancer?
I remember that.
And
yeah.
you actually never said, I'm trying, or I want to be. I never knew you actually wanted
I don't.
to be.
I sometimes like. I believe. It's so weird, but I believe in like if you talk about something too much, sometimes I feel like it won't happen. So I try to like keep
You
things.
definitely didn't talk about it very much.
Yeah, no, I try to keep things like low, but it's amazing, dude. I honestly like. I'm so extremely excited to be doing it, and I love it. And
How long have you been doing it?
3 years now.
3 years?
Mhm.
Whoa! I've been gone too long.
Yep.
That's cool. You meet a lot of people.
I do. I get to. It's like a lot of cool experiences, a lot of cool people. Like I literally remember being a kid and like looking on stage, like going to my first EDC New York when they still had EDC New York, and I was 17, and I was like, I'm gonna be up there one day.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, so I'm really happy about that.
That's cool. You know, I actually, so, I don't know if I told you this, because I talk to a lot of freaking people when I work, but I what's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so my whole life from like, you can come up. From like 23 and under, or before, after 16, I always felt like 16. Let's do pyramid, or whatever it's called. This is me.
Oh yeah, pyramid. Oh fuck, this. You're doing the good leg fucker uppers. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I was like, we didn't. I got
leg fucker uppers. By the way, thank you, Danny. Okay.
That's funny.
Oof. Oof.
So like, I've always felt like 16, but now that I'm literally about to be 25, I think I feel 18. Like I feel like, but I didn't get to be 18. I didn't get to be 17. I didn't get to be 21, 20. I always like kind of do this too in my back. Like.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna do a lunge. Matter of fact, go do this one. But yeah, so I met an 18-year-old and she was like day drinking. Her friend, she was feeling depressed, and her friends got her drunk. And then I thought to myself, I didn't really get to have that kind of experience. Like 18, I didn't get to really enjoy. I used to get jealous of people, and that jealousy is such a negative energy. Like it's no good. Okay, this is and like I'm still really working on that. Like me and my boyfriend have talked about how I'm jealous of him having like a family that like they're all. It's like everyone has their issues and people talk about each other, but they always come together for things and they all like know each other. And like I told him I'm like jealous of you for having that. So like 25 for me is like being 18 right now. Like I'm really starting to learn and enjoy it. I didn't even like I was sheltered, so I never knew about raves and things like that until it was like I was like finishing high school. And I was finished high school at 16. Yeah. So I barely knew about raves. I was like, what's marijuana? Like what's Molly? But yeah, so like hearing about you going to UC and like knowing my friends who did, like hearing their stories, I'm like, man, I really wish I knew about those things because I've fucking like that's so fun. It's so fun.
And you know the thing is that it never like it's still going, you know, like it never stops. Like
Yeah.
you feel like, you know, you wanted to
Try this.
experience it at you feel like you wanted to experience it at different times in your life and certain ages, but like remember we talked about when we were walking, like age is just a societal construct of like how you feel and what you should be doing at a certain time period in your life, and it's all made up, and so you should just experience life and have fun with it no matter what.
Yeah, that's why I'm still like working on myself in every daily thing, because I meet a lot of people and I get jealous of their lives, I guess, because my life was totally different than anybody else. Yeah, my life was totally different than anyone else. I was like a freaking running at 16, and like how did I survive? Like I barely remember how I survived really, but I used to hate on people who did rapes and shit because I was jealous of them. I used to hate on them. Like, I'd be, like, just really jealous. And then,
Remember we talked about that too, and that's good, like admitting character flaws, admitting your shortcomings and your faults, like letting go of that acknowledgement, letting go of that judgment, that ego, like that's all very good things for spiritual growth, and that, you know, reflects in practices, even, you know, your yoga and stuff.
yeah. Okay, try and go deeper in this one, and let's do our breathing.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do 1, 2, 3, go.
That lady that wants to do the Wakiki, Kundalini.
Kundalini, yeah, Kundalini.
The reason I felt like I could even, like, some people I don't open them up into like spiritual things really quick. They're like most people are open-minded that come into my experience because they're like on a similar wavelength. All right, well, let's do a middle stretch before we go to the other side.
Okay.
But she said she had met she didn't say psychic, but it was something to the effect of a psychic that didn't know anything about her before they
Met.
talked on the phone. Yeah, I think she even gave her a fake name, and then she knew all this stuff about her, and like, they did this conversation that like it made her a believer, right?
We were talking about divination in the chat the other day. Hi, Kizatron. Hi, King Chris. Oh yes, the breathing tips are super fucking good. The Zen.
Oh yeah, okay. I was just thinking that when we were breathing that I didn't mention that you don't.
Sorry,
really...
I bounced back and forth because you're talking.
That was good. No, I like it. I was digging it.
But yeah. So King Chris is somebody who has been getting like more active. He said into more yoga and stuff because of my channel, and it's cool.
Oh, while you're doing your walk, that's funny because I always use that as an example of like
Thanks, Little.
when you go out in life, or like if you're having a hard time and you have like, let's say, what do they call them, self-care things, self-love things.
Mm-hmm.
Like think about going out and walking a dog, and you can try and go out and walk the dog and just do that, or you can actually enjoy the walk with the dog.
Yeah, we were being present.
Yeah.
Being present in the moment and enjoying that. Hi, SL.
It really invites the chance for you to feel better. It invites that chance because you can be like, I'm gonna feel better. And you can say it that hard, but if you just give yourself the opportunity to feel better, like in that way of enjoying the walk or enjoying what you're doing and not doing it forcefully because you hit that place.
See, that's something I really need to work on. I feel like sometimes I force myself. I'm like, this is what's good for me, and I'm gonna feel better when I do this instead of just doing it and then allowing myself to feel better because I'm doing it. I kind of focus too much on feeling better, and that's why like yoga is something that can help you with anxiety and depression. But like when I'm sad, it's the last thing I'd want to do because you know
right?
it's hard. And by the way, Omar, you can get to where we are. Like she's, for example, way more hamstring flexible than me, but I still sit here and do it, and just like this side is worse than the other one.
Yoga.
Even if you're as flexible as a crowbar, you can. I promise, there's hope for you. Everybody can.
Yeah, is he trying to be flexible?
He's new. I'm gonna see if he is trying to, but I think he just means he's super tight. He said that he envies the stretching ability
Yeah.
because he's tight as a crowbar.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're envying it, I think, yeah, you are kind of trying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You definitely should do yoga because if you feel like you want to be somewhere, like, flexible, which the yoga helps with, like, okay, I met this girl, she said she had a high-paced job. It was really stressful, and she said when she did yoga, she actually felt like it helped her get through things, like, it wasn't as stressful, as well as she had better sleep and the energy to get through.
Yep.
Like, with these stories, I'm surprised it's not, like, in schools already, you know?
Yep. It's important.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, my right leg is fucked up way
But
more than my
that helps. Like, it feels, that stretch probably feels so much better, too.
left. It does.
But I was trying to explain
you,
this
Demo.
to my other friend the other day, and I don't think she heard it. And I'm going to try and explain it again. So my spiritual speaker says, like, catching yourself before you get deeper into, like, say, the thought, right? So, or, no, she's talking about emotions, your feelings. So, let's say you already feel it happening. If you don't stop it early, it's already, like, if it's already down the hill and the momentum. So she uses a car on a hill example. So your car is your emotion. If you put it in
Visualization.
neutral, yeah. If you put it in neutral, it's gonna go downhill, and you can't stop it at the bottom of the hill. You have to stop it before it gets too far. But if it's already at the bottom of the hill, don't stand in front of it and kind of just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Dude, that's so hard for me because I'm telling you, dopey. I'm telling you that, like, that is my biggest problem. Like, my biggest problem is, like, catching my thoughts before I get too crazy. I'm fucking psychotic sometimes.
And it's hard to
Oh,
because
thank you, Omar.
You wish that you can just call somebody, and you know that if you call them, you feel better. But you're just like, you know, I feel like people are having their life, and like my issue is not their issue, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I similarly feel the same way, like, where I feel like I'm, like, the burden. And not even, like, sounding like, you know, oh, woe is me, pity party victim, but, like, genuinely, I just don't feel like I want to bother people, you know, and everyone always says the same thing. Like, you can come to me, and I'm like, that's just something people say.
Yeah. And I really wish, like, that's actually one of my, I have so many business ideas and, like, nonprofits and, like, investments and things like that, sponsorships. Like, one of my biggest things that is all of it's incorporated. All my businesses are connected because it's, I mean, spirituality. But one thing I really feel like should change that would really help the world is if neighbors talked to each other. Like, people, not just neighbors, but, like, I feel like that's an example of what doesn't happen. That
People used to communicate a lot more.
Yeah, I feel like people, like, that wave at their neighbors or, like, know about them.
Friendly. Now, like, you do that and you're like a weirdo. You're like, why?
Yeah.
What is wrong
It's
with you?
like, don't, especially now with the pandemic, I'm, like, feeling, like, kind of sucky because I feel like
More isolated, like,
Yeah.
especially for, like, human connection. Like, I totally understand that. Even,
But-
like, human touch, like, hugs. Like, fuck,
Yeah,
it's
I
so
know,
hard.
it's so-
By the way, Kizatron, society is not for the smart people as well. And yes, I agree with Dr. P. And yes, I know Mango. But the point is that I agree. Like, they need to talk and converse and
yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's conversationalism. It's fucking lost on our generation. Like, it really
Did
is.
you just make up a word?
Conversationalism. That's what I call it when people don't know how to communicate with each other.
Conversationalism? I was like, isn't it conversing?
No, like conversation. I'm like, you are sucky at the art of conversationalism.
I love it, yeah.
And people just don't know how anymore.
But I want to have hope because just like with us talking about how everyone wears masks and things are really changing, like there's always going to be separations at the casinos or things like that or whatever. Like, with the masks help you breathe more in their accidentally.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this.
Yeah.
So her whole theory, I love this, by the way.
Go ahead.
Brava. Her whole theory is that with the masks, you know, being mandatory right now, we are actually learning how to breathe better, which is helping us in that kind of, like, you know, meditation sense where you have to breathe kind of more deeply and slower with a mask on.
Yeah, because think about it. Like, I mean, I already told you that there's athletes out there. That's what they do to be able to do like whatever, like a competition that's an elevation.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they learn how to build their lungs up, is wearing a mask while they work out. You know.
Yep. Exactly. Thank you, Eddie.
Ooh, okay. And then I always, when I do leg
True,
stretches
kiss.
like that, I always end like this.
Oh yeah, the butterfly ones are always good. Oh my god. A lot of these things I was taught to in dance as well. Like, a lot of these I was taught to in dance as well, way before I even started getting into yoga. Like these, you know, like stretching dance and letting your little kid.
Can you show me a go-go move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, for sure. Definitely.
Cool.
You would be good at it. It's flow. You know it's flow.
Yeah. I used to be a hater on go-go dancers because my ex, he was still best friends with his ex-fiance, and I hate talking about this in the world live, and I hate talking about this. But okay, yeah, no. And she was a go-go dancer for Insomniac, and actually I hated big time on it because of her.
Really?
I hated big time, but now I've changed so much. I really am just like I can't hate it for that one person. Like I really have to like oh, and it's like a huge.
Okay, wait.
thing.
I need to mute this because I need to know her name.
In my perspective, we probably will never.
Thank you, Eddie.
Maybe in the future, me and him could actually have a conversation where the truth would come out because he's said before, like, he has regrets, and I think it was because I was like the first person. He told me this that I was the first person that got him away from her. That actually that got his eyes.
Yeah.
Like
elsewhere.
because he's not somebody who needs to be in a relationship or anything like that. So like. You ever meet somebody like that? Like, who's fine with being single and they really are? They don't need a relationship?
I mean, me for the past 3 years, yeah. For now. I mean, now, you know, but
That's
yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I was.
I'm not like that.
I didn't think I was like that either until life kind of forced me to be like that. And then I was like,
Oh.
okay, this is interesting.
I
Let me
get you.
flow with that. And now, like, it's so, honestly, like, it's weird because I know, like, the other day we talked about, like, you know, missing that companionship, which is part of it, like, I do. But then that other part is like that freedom. And it's not like you should, like, of course you should find somebody where you can be yourself and be free with in a perfect world, you know? But there's still always going to be like those few things that obviously you can't do because you're, you know, you sacrifice to be in a relationship, obviously. And like, I don't know, like, I'm just so adamantly against that now. It almost like makes me, like, the two people that I've dated in the past 3 years casually, like, when it was kind of borderline of getting into it, like, the first one was borderline getting into it, like a relationship, and I remember...
I do this, my yoga instructor has us do this, and it's awesome.
We were kind of getting into more serious, and, like, I remember, like, having a moment where I was, like, panicking, almost. Like, it was gonna be a relationship, and I was like, and I kind of was like, what am I doing? Like, I really like this person, but I don't know, like, I just kind of panicked, like, I got cold feet, and I was like, fuck, I don't know if I could do this, and so it kind of freaked me out. I don't know. It was weird.
All these squares make a circle.
Why are camera lenses circles, but pictures are square? I mean, pictures can be squares. Camera lenses are circular. Oh, wait a minute. Pictures are square. Shit. Pictures can be circular.
I smell smoke coming out of her ears right now from thinking too hard on this.
Oh, me? I thought you were reading that. I'm like, that sounds like something Chat would say.
You're reading this.
That literally sounds like something Chat would say. Because how would they fit the frames otherwise? But do I have a circle in here? No, I don't. Right here. My grandma has a circle painted.
There's a circle fan.
There's a circle fan. It's not on.
Okay, spot everything orange.
Orange? Okay.
Orange.
Okay.
You say orange.
Orange?
You say orange different too.
Is that weird?
Yeah. No, it's not weird. It's not weird.
No, it's like meaning cool. Like you know, weird, like I don't mean a negative. I mean like
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
totally
crazy.
Cool.
I didn't notice that. That's
it's
cool.
Fun.
It's different because everyone always says like, oh, you lost your accent, like you don't have it anymore, and you notice it.
Yeah, no, it's there. It's definitely there. No, but anyways, what was I saying? Oh, maybe I forgot for a reason.
There you go. Forgot for a reason.
Anyways.
You said you were gonna do another one with us.
Another what? Oh yeah. Yep. So like straight. I really like this one. So get your cheeks out.
Oh man, you can't be straight with on this. Okay.
And then the hands behind the ears. Okay, but when you do it, so you'll go over and you'll think like a rainbow, right? And you're gonna land here. But when you go into the stretch more, so you're down, you're gonna just like, what is it? How do they do it?
You can grab your feet too. How do you, when you go down, do you grab your feet?
So normally, because see how rounded out my lower back is right now? Like see how like it's not straight?
Yeah.
It's because I was fucked up in an accident. So like I
Yeah.
kind of have to always sit against the wall if I
When?
do that. When I was 22, I got a snowboarding accident. So snowboarding. So like my lower back is fucked. I'm seeing a chiropractor now though. He's really good,
Yeah,
but
good.
I'm still have to like certain things. That's why my hamstrings like hinder me so much.
Surprised yoga has it. Yeah.
So like I can't force it because this is as far down as I can go.
Oh yeah, then you can bend your knees for sure for this one.
Yeah, because then I would have to. I mean, I'm getting there, but it's still.
True. Okay, yeah. So here's behind the ears, the rainbow, and then land. And breathe, breathe, breathe. I sometimes try and pulse, you know? I want like that.
Yes, I can, Danny. By the way.
Yes, I can. Be a yes man. Okay, I'm gonna crack my back.
I like Almighty's answer. That was very. Ooh, that was very intuitive right there. Circles are better apertures to collect light, which is how cameras take pictures. Same reason your eyes aren't square. Look at you. By the way, yes, I can.
I was trying to think of a joke, but it's better in my head than it would be out loud.
I'm still trying to get mine back. It ran away a few years ago and left me sounding halfway between a Polish guy. Ooh, I like that one.
Oh, accent, got it.
It is a myth. It's not real. Okay, I have one for you for your middle, right here. It sucks. I have to use my little rags because you have pants.
Wait, why are you doing it if it sucks?
It hurts you, but it's good hurt. It's like you gotta do it, kind of hurt. I feel. Okay, I gotta use these on my knees because you have pants. I don't. But because you gotta slide on the floor. So get to a point where we're not gonna hit each other and get on either side of your mat like this, and then you're just gonna go down.
Oh, okay. Well, I could. My knees are pretty weird. I'm gonna use this.
Oh yeah, if you need more, you take them.
I need cushions.
Yep.
My freaking knees.
I could
suck.
usually do it if I have pants on, but they just don't slide with this.
Oh, too bad we can't twerk. I would teach you.
Yeah, I know I can't. You can't on stream. You do off stream though.
Okay. And then what? I go lower what?
Yeah, as low as you can go.
As low as you go.
As low as you can go.
And then it slides too far.
I know, fuck it. Honestly, this kills. This is the worst. Oh, I can't even.
Can I do this?
Holy shit, you're literally almost. I am so fucking jealous of you. I forgot you have your middle split. God damn it.
I don't have my middle split.
You basically fucking do. You just
No,
have to
when
keep
your
trying
legs
your
are
hamstrings
open.
out a little bit. Your hip flexors and your hamstrings are gonna be golden. But at least your
Probably.
middle is good shit. Look at that. Are you fucking kidding me? She could literally go to all the.
I had to like.
I have never had someone on stream that could do that.
Oh.
Fucking
I was about
what the fuck? Literally, what the fuck? Huge pog. I can't.
I'm like,
Oh my god. You come out of it. Oh my god. I can't believe you could fucking do that. I'm so.
But see, this is my middle split. Like, it's not even. So when your legs are out, like, that's the most I can. Oh.
Are you kidding me? That is the mo. You're right there. You're
It's,
right
but you know
there.
how long that would take if I would like really practice?
Yeah, I know.
But you
still.
get sore. You have to take
Yeah,
breaks.
yeah, you gotta take breaks. I sit up against the wall and let the weight go down. My friend taught me
Okay.
that a while ago.
Cool.
So she'll literally just have me sit up against the wall like this, and I'll like
Yeah,
have
that's
my
good.
my iPod, you know, music or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll just kind of chill and let my legs fall out to the side, and then sit here and go like that, and then
Okay.
eventually they just keep kind of going down. I'll sit here for like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
And then they go lower, and then you kind of just, you know, it's good. It's fun. Telling you this space, like if I didn't have this space, I'd lose my damn mind.
Man.
Bless this fucking.
No, you're blessed. No, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful
The
house.
little things in life. That's one of them.
Want to see like one of the dance moves that I used to do all the time,
Yes.
other than the twerk?
Yes.
So it was like this. I would always go like this. And then I'd go.
Yes, the pretty legs. Yes. Yes, the walk down. my god, I love it! Yes! That was so good! Oh my god, yes! That's bomb! I love when it looks like you're walking down.
Thank you. I know.
It's so good.
I wonder if that looks okay on that way.
Everybody clap now. Claps in the chat now. That's good. That's good stuff. Yeah, what kills me most about this is...
They're really clapping.
Oh yeah.
Aww.
What kills me most about pole and stuff like that is the forearms. Like, my forearms need to get
Yeah.
massaged all the time. They're tight.
I love forearm massages.
And like, you could literally like...
I'm such a good massager. You want me to massage my arm?
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Do you have any CBDs?
Yes. Oh my god. I'm gonna get this.
I am passionate about massage. I actually would want to learn
I would love that.
just to learn. I wouldn't even want to do it as a career.
Oh yeah. Where is it?
It's because in church, my mom used to have me massage her hands, and then she would actually teach me how to do it. So then, as a kid, when somebody teaches you something like that, you like latch onto it, and like it always stayed with me. Like I wish, in the future, that's another business I want is like to teach all massage therapists, like, cause they don't always do full body and care, you know. They usually just do their job and then they're done.
Yeah.
So I want to teach like massage therapists how to talk to your client and be like,
oh my god,
you know,
please, yes.
yeah,
I
tell
love
me if you
that.
need more here, tell me if, like what I can do. And sometimes they do that, but then teach the customer how to talk too, because like sometimes the customer like doesn't know what to say. And like it's like usually like oh yeah right there or something like that, but it's like it can be more genuine and oh wait, should I use a lot of it?
You can use as much as you want, doesn't matter.
Oh, see, it's on top. It'll be a
I'm
greasy
so
bottom.
stoked to get a massage on stream right now.
And
This is
a
amazing.
loving one.
Ugh.
It's all love. Like I really.
Guys. I did ask him, yes, and I slept.
It's low right there.
Yeah, it's bad.
I usually like to start with hands too, actually, but it's okay.
Oh, you can do it's whatever you.
I'm gonna do your hands then. I'm actually not fetish. I was gonna say if there was a fetish, no, never mind, no.
No, yeah.
But
yeah.
hands are like my favorite, cause my mom.
Hands are my favorite too. I'm not even kidding. I always tell people that. Like I always look for
In a relationship, are you like always touchy with the hands, and you don't like? Do you care if they care, or you just do it for yourself?
No, I just do it for myself.
Totally.
That's
Like,
so
I'm
funny
a
you just
petter
said that.
too.
I literally, me too. I love hands. So crazy you said that because my mom too.
Aww. I like how when we first hung out, or just recently, you know, it was just like boom, like
Right there
so
again.
much,
Yeah.
in relation to.
Yep.
So with pole, there's always something you can learn new. Like there's so much to learn with pole,
Literally so much every time I'm learning.
right? But it's always gonna be like your bruises. It happens less for some reason. Like your bruises happen less, but it's still like it's like doesn't happen as much. Like you're always gonna be sore though, for sure.
Yeah, mine's pretty it's pretty like, you know, like if the bruises happen less and less like you said. So I'm pretty toughen up to it now.
So I think I found one here in the knot. Is that where?
Yep.
So let me know if you can handle more. 'Cause
Yeah.
Some people can't handle.
Now I can handle as much as you can on here.
I love
Wrists, hands.
It's funny too because I actually, like I told you, I have nerve damage, and when I'm massaging, my hands start hurting. But I don't care, and I push past it because I care so much about making other people feel good. I guess
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
that's like even the way I said that, I'm like, that sounds like so almost like it was real when it came out, and then it's like, oh, that's really me. That's like me.
No, that's good. Sometimes you need to speak self-realizations into life.
Yeah, self-realizations for sure. I joined during sleep stream.
Hi, Jelly.
And he's like, probably, what did you think? You're like, what's happening here? Is everybody okay?
He's like, what is happening? I'm getting a loving massage, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Right? Kiza, isn't it? Seriously, this is like my shiznit. Wait, so do they hear it louder than us?
Yeah. It's meant to be heard for stream, not for us.
Oh, okay.
Let me know if it's too loud, guys.
Oh yeah, I'm wondering, like, this microphone must be good, because...
Yeah, it's really good.
Yes, but they said you were drunk.
What? I was drunk last night, yes. I was 100% drunk last night.
I was tempted to bring some, like, little wine coolers or something. Do you like, what's that one new one that everybody likes?
White Claws.
I love it.
You were drinking those last night.
That's what you were drinking?
Yep.
I was tempted, but like I said, I need to go to work.
Yeah, it's a good option. Not like Angelique who got drunk last night and fell asleep. It's fine.
You fell asleep on the job.
Dude, it feels already feels amazing. I honestly will take either of them.
What does that mean?
He's being funny. Like, do I like the claws? Like, of course I do because I was drunk
Oh, I
last night.
thought you were talking about us. Like, I'll take it. No,
I died well. So.
Yeah, she likes the claws, so send them.
So send them. I love it.
We need alcohol gifts. No.
Alcohol gifts are the best gifts, honestly. Alcohol's and
They're
snacks.
the easiest gifts, not the best. I actually talk shit about people who give out alcohol for gifts. I'm like, it's already over advertised. Now you're influencing.
True. Unless it's like a both of, like, if you brought over a bottle of wine and you were gonna make a night of it with me, and you're like, here's wine for both of us.
I like that way better than what I was.
You know what I mean? Like, I like the sharing of it. Like,
yeah, because it's okay if like you already know they're gonna do it. Is what I was gonna say, but sharing it.
So this is crazy, but I was just talking about this bit. This is so weird, like, that I even thought about this.
Can I put your arm here?
I was thinking about a business that, because you know how they have like massage therapist places, they have chiropractors, but they don't have anywhere for people to just get those comforting things like head scratchies or back scratchies.
Or head massages. I got some long head massages.
And I was thinking about, like, I don't know if it's ever gonna come to fruition, but like having a wellness like kind of spot where people would just be basically like kind of like, you know, body therapists, where you would go in and basically, you know, like pay a session to even like get like head scratchies from you, or like, you know, arm rubs or something, like tinglies, like to make you feel like comfortable. And I feel like it would help people with like depression and anxiety.
You know, that could actually be expanded into something really even more, like more to go in, like get your senses, just all your senses. Spit.
Like an ASMR salon. Exactly. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Did they write that?
Yeah.
Or are you reading it?
Yeah, he wrote that. That's exactly what I
don't
mean.
even know what that is.
So ASMR is I forgot exactly, auditory sensory something, and it's basically like listening to rain or some triggers like nails tapping that make you feel tingly, as well as visual, like watching people paint brushes or touching. You should fucking do it. Oh my god. We're gonna talk more about this.
Yeah,
I feel like that could be something.
it's gonna be stuck forever because I'm starting businesses and all that.
I'm telling you, I feel like
I'm gonna be a millionaire,
happens for a
so I'm gonna
reason.
invest in all my friends. Like I already said it. I used to write their names down, but now I know that they'll come back around in my life when it's time.
Hell yeah.
So I started using my elbow because like sometimes I can't push too hard with my thumb, but like it's only because my hands hurt. But
Oh yeah. You again, like, stop whenever. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
no, it's okay. I literally like I have so much love. I freaking put my body through a lot for massage.
My heart, I can't. This is so beautiful. Don't you dare, Aqua.
Oh wait, do you want to take your ring off or not?
No, it can't come off. These two can't come off. They're
You
stuck.
can.
Try.
Oh wow, that's interesting actually, because I could tell right when I started to flick with it. You surgically put them on or what?
No, I just grew up my finger over time.
You what?
It just like grew into my finger over time.
Oh, okay, because it used to fit smaller and then you grew up. Wow, that's kind of scary. It's kind of scary though.
If I wanted to, I could always solder it off.
I know. Yeah. Right. Okay. That's right. This is so me. I'm like a total people pleaser.
It's ridiculous. It's so
Like,
good.
And I'm like no kinky shit. Like I'm satisfied with it.
Yeah, no,
I really
it's awesome. It's like, trust me, I really appreciate this.
am. Awesome. You know, I think that's why I do it, because I know that I would appreciate the fuck out of it. But nobody massages like me, so I'm like, oh, you
You are a great masseuse.
She called me a masseuse like I'm really in the field now. No, I've been practicing longer than a lot of masseuses probably. Since I was a little girl in church.
I do believe that, yes, possessions do carry energy, yes. Especially if it was sentimental value, it was worn by someone specific, something happened heavy with that person.
Okay, this has nothing to do with what you just read, but it made me think about how, like we were talking about how beliefs, like if you create something in your mind and you believe it, then like you really, so like people, like what I was gonna get at was like people who buy items that like other people have made, like diamonds, like why are they so expensive, right? Like because the earth made them a certain way and they're hard to, you know, like you can't create that as a human. So like just like I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just weird that people build these ideas that something is valuable, you know?
Yep. That's exactly the way I think.
Like Johnny Depp sneezing in a napkin. Who would buy that?
Yep. Exactly.
Somebody would.
Because you put the weight of the value into it, and it's like a placebo effect, you know? Like, especially if it's something that you value, and you can convince other people to also find it valuable for whatever reason, and it's pretty much how the industry started.
Yep. Greed.
If I'm ever on my deathbed, I want Michelle to come give me a massage. I want to go out like this. This is how I want to go out. Just like this.
Oh my god, you're the second one today that told me about when they die, what they want.
Really?
Yeah.
I want this. I want Michelle rubbing my hand.
He actually told me that, okay, this is actually pretty, I don't know,
Sad, heavy.
sad and heavy. You want to read it really fast? Can I say it?
Yeah. Good jam. True. But also, it's kind of funny because once you buy diamonds, if you try to resell them, they're not worth anything, which is always ironic
Right.
to me.
They lose their value if they're touched.
It's kind of funny. It's almost godlike in a sense. It's like weird, like mythology.
There's a short story called The Egg that you should read. You ever ate an egg
I'm
slut?
enjoying myself. I don't want to sit up straight. What?
You ever had egg slut?
Yeah, I don't.
So good.
Oh my god.
I remember my first time trying it, and I bought the most like expensive one with the little bread and the egg in the jar. And I looked at it and I was like, this is what I bought. And I was like, okay. And I started eating it. I'm like, this is delicious. And I was like, okay, fine, it's worth it. What were you gonna say?
Egg sluts in that place called like Smorgasburg or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. That's where I was gonna eat today if I didn't have Republica.
There's one downtown, Republique. So she went to a place called Republique, and she said it reminded me of her because Angelique, and it looks
It does.
It looks really fucking cool.
Oh, that's spelling I was thinking, but yeah, it is. It was pricey though. Like I was like wanting to get like a nice cocktail or mimosa or something. And they had 3 choices, and they were like, I asked her, are they big or something, or a different size or something? And she goes, no, they're small, and they're like normal cocktails. I was like, oh, that's not my price range. Look at the $8 beer. It was like $18 cocktail,
Oh my god.
$16, $14 cocktail.
course, shocker.
I was
These
like,
places are ridiculous.
I was like, are you gonna fill that up with ice first too? Like, or am I gonna get it with like actual alcohol?
Yep. They try to gouge you on those things.
I know, it makes, that's why like every time I think about drinking at a restaurant, I'm like, I'd rather just go get a bottle, but that's too much. Man, I keep hitting my boobs.
Yeah, like UK or for CBD.
Yeah, I guess so. I freaking keep hitting it really hard.
Free gaming is real for a good reason. Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of any bruise pain except just having, warm compresses on it at night.
Right. It's okay, I'll live. Just put it over there so I stop walking into it. Okay, I have to make it even.
Yes.
I want to start with your hand versus 10.
Yes. I'm so happy.
You want to check on the dojis or they're fine?
Oh, they're okay. They're good.
I need a tattoo. I told you about my tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you have connection with trees. That was cool. Yeah, actually, I think I know who I want to do it. He has some freaking. I don't even care if I get stuff on my phone.
Hello, Cody. Hi, Jazz.
Here he is.
It's so nice.
Okay,
Hi, Mick.
scroll through those. I don't even know what to choose.
Oh wow, he's good.
He just started too, because the rest are drawings after that.
Wow.
Really. He's only done a few tattoos.
Wow. Good ship though.
Right?
Really good.
He just started. He's a cutie patootie.
It's the best time to get them is when they start, so they're not hella expensive.
Yeah, no, he's the homie.
Completely honest.
I've known him forever and ever. But you're right, yeah, because when he gets popular and shit, he knows his worth. And
Yeah. His drawings are incredible.
what is your feedback with knowing your worth? Because I actually met some girls like with confidence like you, and like when I was younger, I would be like, okay, I want to talk to that person and learn from them, and I didn't always ask them straightforward questions like that. I just wanted to hang out with them and learn from them. But then as I got older, I would just jump to it. But like meeting girls like you with confidence, and like you probably had it your whole life, right? Yeah. So what would you say, like, but you probably still struggle with knowing your worth.
Yeah,
like,
of course. Everyone
yeah.
does. Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
if anybody says that they were confident and fine their whole life, they're lying.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I think so.
you always struggle. You learn it from somewhere.
Yeah. Where do you feel like your point was? Because I feel like for me right now, knowing my worth is obviously talking to people and the experiences that I've had of seeing girls like actually get out of relationships and just be like, I'm out. Like that is something I'm not going to stand for and just adapt to, you know?
Probably knowing my worth was when, probably like the turning point. You mean I'm sure. I mean, you mean in the sense of relationships with like a person, or you mean?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, for sure. Because that's where I feel like it's mostly lacks. Is when somebody doesn't make you feel worthy.
To be completely honest, every single relationship I had taught me something. But
Yeah.
the one that I had was when I was 20, when I was 18 to 21. Yeah, 18 to 20 and a half, I guess. And I remember the one day I was like 20 years old, and it kind of hit me because my boyfriend was super, like, he was really lazy, and he didn't really like to do much, and like he worked a lot, and so on the weekends he would like be like, oh, I just want to lay down and relax, and I'm like, no, like, let's go do something. And I always had like such vibrant energy, and I wanted to like share it with him and go do things and have fun and experience the world. And he was just very like, let's lay on the couch and watch TV in my dark room. And I remember one day it was so beautiful outside, and it just made me super like melancholy, like very sad, because he was being like that and just like very emotionless. And I just kind of realized in that moment I was walking outside of his house, and it was like sunny and like nice out, and he was sitting in his dark room, and I just remember being like, there is more to life than this in this person. And at that kind of moment I was just like, I have so much more to like offer someone else who could actually enjoy it with me and appreciate who I am and not waste my life here. And that's when I kind of would just like realize, like, you know, I enjoyed life more than him, and realized things and was more introspective.
That gave you a little extra boost.
And it gave me extra boost, and then that's when I started like slowly walking away from that, and then I just realized like there's more to life, and then I kind of just had that panic moment, like, is this all there is? Like, I'm with this person who I'm like in love with, and you know, if I stay with them forever, like this is my life, like fuck that, and I just panicked, and I was like, no, that's not all there is.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting too, because when you get with somebody, you really do feel like you're gonna spend your life with them, and like that you're in love, and that like those little moments that you latch onto, like when they make you laugh and they make you feel good, and the reason you fall in love with them make you stay.
And then you use those as excuses. It's not good.
Yeah.
You're like, well, he's being like this today, but you know, he did that really nice thing for me, or we had that really nice memory, or you know, he's just having a bad day. Like people make excuses for other people to convince themselves otherwise all the time, and that's just because we like to hold on to those, you know, people and places and memories in our heart, and it's hard to let go of it, but people change. Human nature change.
And that's a typical female thing, but men do it too. You guys need to know your worth. Don't stick around for a girl who's always, I mean, we all nag, but who's always not looking at your flaws and not trying to communicate and help you grow through it, and even doesn't know how to say sorry. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not the best at saying sorry, but my boyfriend has taught me that it's okay to like just apologize at first, and then talk about it and try and grow. Like I love that. Like that's my relationship right now. Like I really feel like he does talk to me. He does make me feel good. He has a lot of things that make me feel like he's.
Which is good, and also real quick, hi hot tea, hi babe. And I know I've kind of picked up from your Twitter that you're going through shit, so I hope that this helps you too with whatever you're going through, and you know if you ever want to talk, you can hit me up. But yeah, so what I was just going to say about that was that, again, not that I'm saying you're making excuses for him, but there could be a list of things that you do like from somebody, but even if there's like a couple things that really like hinder the relationship or yourself or how you feel with that person, it's not worth staying. And if you find yourself being more times out of 10 like upset than happy, you know, it's
you said that yesterday. Wow. Yesterday.
2 days ago.
That's the way
Yeah, no, it's true, and like
and that hits home for me, but it also makes it it almost feels like an excuse, but like I fucked up a lot, and he didn't do anything wrong for him to do that. That's the things that I did. And we've been through some shit together where like right now, it's like our bonding isn't bonding really yet, because he hasn't had very many relationships, so he doesn't know how to be affectionate. He lacks in that way with affection. Being in contact with me, like getting him to call me, when he calls me, I'm amazed, and he does it.
But see, that's your love language. You can't like that kind of fall on deaf ears. If you like being constantly communicated with, and someone's not doing that, you know, it's hard to teach someone those things.
I never actually thought about that.
Your love language is being communicated with, and like I like one of my love languages is like gift giving. Like not even in a sense of materialism, but just like
something of yours.
Especially sentimental things. Like when I care about somebody, like even like friends, like I just love to give people things. I'm like, here, you like this shirt, take it. Like you like this thing, I'm gonna go get you this thing. Like I love giving people things, and whenever I like start to talk to somebody, I just literally like give them. I want to give them everything, but it's not even because I'm trying to buy them or materialism. It's just it makes me happy making other people happy. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. If they don't have qualities, you don't see a forever spouse, then what's the point? Exactly. And that's the thing is, like, sometimes, like, we make this imaginary checklist for ourselves, and we're like, oh, like, they have this and this, so that's good, and I should stay because they're going to be this. And I see people more and more in my, I don't know, like, in my life especially, like, looking at love as, like, a checklist thing. Like as this person is this good quality and that good quality, and they have money, so like they'll make a good husband. Almost like we're back in the fucking dark ages where it's like,
I know, that's what all you need to be
it's
happy.
good, like he's gonna be a prosperous young, like, you know, just that's like saying the same exact thing as like saying a woman has like birthing hips, so she's gonna make a fine mother. It's weird.
Whoa,
it's like old.
It is so weird,
you know. And so like we kind of let that distract us from actually like, you know, falling in love and finding somebody that's compatible, and we think if it's not at a certain age or something wrong with us or whatever, but it's not the case, you know. And we need to stop settling and realize like your worth, like, you know.
Yeah, and I'm totally in the mindset still. Like I'm barely about to be 25, and I still, like I said, I feel 18. But I
pause real quick. I'm still lower the music a little bit.
Okay, keep going, baby. My mindset is still like I don't want to be alone almost. you know? It's like I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be without someone, you know?
Yeah, of course. But you still just gotta remember, like, you're still so young. Know your worth. Like, life is so long. You have so much life to live. And, like, people, like, there's people that get married, have kids, get divorced at, like, 50. Then they find their soulmate and they get remarried and enjoy the rest of their life.
So
like,
many stories,
we put those imaginary...
That's why I think I hang tight, too, though, because I kind of want that committed relationship that has been, like, lasted, you know?
But you don't want it just for the stats, you know what I mean? You don't want to just be like, oh, I have this relationship that lasted this long, just so you could say, you know, you'd rather, I mean, we know you'd prefer rather finding someone that you really care about and love and connect with, other than, you know, oh, I've been with this person for this long and we shared this many hardships. Like, yeah, that person's always going to be a chapter in your book, don't get me wrong.
We've been through some shit.
Yeah, no, I trust and believe. Like, me and you know, and those things will never leave you. You'll still have that person's always a huge chapter of your life. Yeah, he's always like your best friend. They always like
he will always be my friend for sure.
Yeah, and
he respects it.
Yeah,
he respects
and
it.
and that's something that you always like will keep with you, you know. But and in terms of like what you should accept for relationships, like you just like I said, you know, you need to know your worth. You need to realize that just because somebody checks off things on that imaginary list does not mean that you're meant to be with them forever. Just because they've been in your life a long time, just because maybe you put them through some hardships doesn't mean that you owe them anything.
Yeah,
it's not.
And you know, I do feel that way sometimes. Like I owe him something.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't feel
that's
that way.
actually one thing I do in a lot of my relationships is spend all my money on my dude, and then I don't feel appreciated.
Yep.
Like I spend way too much money on my dude, and I'm still that way. Like,
yep.
I'm still that way.
Because you're always like, when you're super in love with somebody, you constantly, you give them everything and you want them to love you the way that you love them. But you need to realize that like, not everyone's going to love you the way that you love them, because they're them and you're you.
Yeah.
And that's just different. Even if you
care.
Even
not being able to pick up on those things, and like, I verbalize almost everything. And to not pick up on it, and like he tries, but not hard enough.
Yeah, and we think it's common sense, but it's not. Sometimes they're just different, you know. Like,
I hate saying that. Like he's trying, and he in his mind he's tried a lot, but he's not trying hard enough.
That's what I mean. And even if like if you find yourself not satisfied with that, you know, you're going to be waiting around for something that's never going to come, and you're just going to wind up being very disappointed.
And I bet you, and like I totally imagine it this way. Like if we separated, he would see that, and if we got back together, he'd just be so much better from that break. Mm-hmm. I do imagine that sometimes.
But remember, if you go on that kind of break, don't ever put a time limit on it. Don't be like, okay, we're gonna go on a break for this amount of time. Just leave it open ended. Be like, you know, we need some time right now, and let it happen naturally. And then let whatever's gonna happen happen.
Yeah.
You know, and the experiences and the people that you're gonna meet, like let that come into your life, and just see what path you want to take.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's important.
I feel it. Yeah. I just could not see him with the woman.
I know it hurts. I trust, you know, I've been there, but you just gotta let go. Remember, you can't control things. You can only control your reactions.
Yeah, and I also care too much. What a lot of people think. Most people, but I put like his family has witnessed some of the things that we've done with each other, like trauma. Mm-hmm. And he has like 3 brothers, and then his mom all in one house with him, and I'm the type of person, like, I want to help everyone, right? Mm. And they're living in, like, a shitty household / in the hood, and I kind of want to rescue them. Like, and I do that with a lot of people. I want to rescue them.
You want to be the savior complex. Not so much egotistical, but in a sense of, like, you want to help people.
Totally want to help them. I want to help them and give them the knowledge and get them in a better living situation even. Get them in a, like the right food every day, the right atmosphere. all the
Yes,
stuff
I do.
put on you onto me.
In the bathroom, and then in that little hang thing
Okay.
in the shower, there's a face wash on the top.
Okay.
Or if you just prefer soap. How's that?
I'm also using the restroom. So
Yeah, go for it. Oh my god, my arms feel so fucking good, guys. Holy shit. My arms feel so nice. Bless.
You should massage your neck out because I pushed all that pressure into your arms, and I don't know where it goes technically, but it could be in your neck.
In your neck, your lymph nodes. I need you in my life more than once a year. Oh, thank you, baby. I know. I wish I could be there for you guys. All of you, all of my friends that are struggling and stuff like that. It's hard. I get it. Trust and believe. Ooh, sweet green's nice. If you ever need some, something. Yep, King Chris. But again, these things in life that happen, you just can't question it. I know it's crazy, and I know it's super fucking hippie and shit to just say, like, go with the flow. And hi, Tasty. To go with the flow and say, like, everything happens for a reason. But it really does. And, you try to hold on so much for something that's just, like, for example, I should tell the story when she comes back out, actually. But, whatever. I'll go into it before I forget. No, she should hear this. She should hear this. Fuck. Can somebody remind me to say... I'll remember. But yeah, everything really does happen for a reason, and if it doesn't happen, you can't get upset about it. You just gonna have to chalk it up to, like, that was not meant to be, and it's a lot easier said than done. I understand that, but at the same time, like, you just need to kind of, it's like just like practicing. It's like anything else. It's like learning a sport or whatever. You have to practice to train your mind to be okay with certain things. It's not gonna happen overnight by just saying, yeah, everything happens for a reason. You really got to implement it in your life and believe it, and eventually it'll start making sense to you, and then you'll be like, you know what, I was really upset that I got a flat tire and missed that concert, but if I did go to that concert, maybe, like, I would have had a really bad experience with somebody, or I would have gotten hurt, and there's things that are laid out in front of you with free will, but I'm telling you, like, the more you pay attention to what does and does not happen, the more you'll realize, like, oh, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. That's okay. I let that go. I'm not going to be angry about missing that experience. Like, when I went to Miami for my birthday, this new mindset I've been, like, implementing since the fall. In Miami for my birthday, we were supposed to, we had a great time all weekend. And, yes, Nix. Are you okay?
Yeah, I looked over at my helmet.
Oh. How you beat up your feet.
I know, and I gotta cut my toenails too.
Though when I was in Miami, I was supposed to go to this club on my last night there. It was supposed to be super, super crazy. It was the most like the club that my friend wanted to take me to the most. It was like the space theme, and it was a big surprise. And that night was the night that I lost my ID, and we weren't able to go. And at first I was really upset, and then I was like, you know what? No, it wasn't meant to be. I was not meant to go for whatever reason it is. I'll never know, but I was just not meant to be there that night, and I'm not upset about it, and I had a great time until now, and we're going to just go get some pizza, and that's it. And changing my mindset like that has helped me immensely, because I used to dwell on things and be upset about shit, and now I'm just like, well, it wasn't meant to be, okay.
Pizza helped you change your mindset?
Hi, Pogler. 100%.
Pizza?
Pizza always helps me change my mindset. Okay, so the story that I wanted to tell you really quick, and then we'll be good, was the one about controlling things that you can't control. So at the end of my last relationship, I remember I was, like, upset about, you know who he is, and I remember I was, like, super upset, and I was just, like, so crazy, and so, like, I let those jealous feelings come up because I could tell that there's something off, and you get that insane feeling. And I remember, like, I would literally, like, tell people no, I didn't want to go out and have fun with my friends because I wanted to be home with this person. And I remember just thinking, like, Angelique, what are you doing? Like, I literally thought that, like, if I was always with him, and, like, if I always was watching him and all this other shit, that he wouldn't, like, be tempted to, like, cheat on me, or, like, talk to somebody else, or, like, he would have no opportunity. And then I just saw myself literally involving myself so much in that part of trying to prevent something. And I was like, you know what, at the end of the day, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. No matter how many times I check through someone's phone, no matter how many times I'm there, no matter what I do, if that person does not want to be with me or wants to cheat on me, they're gonna do it no matter what, at any time of the day. So you just kind of have to let go of, like, trying to control everything, and instead control how you react to a situation. That's what I mean when I say react with your emotions. It's super helpful, dude. I'm telling you, it changed my life. That kind of mindset.
Yeah, I have the information, and I hear those words because they're different, so I can hear them even more because I had the information, and you're coming at me with the same thing with different words. But like having the information and working it is a process.
But it's just like yoga. It's training. You have to train your mind.
I know.
It's just like physical. It's like physically stretching to get your arms looser. It's mentally reaffirming, yourself with that mindset of like, okay, this is fine. This is fine.
And I am trying to care about my feelings and my emotions and care about how I feel. So that is real because my emotions are something I react on. And still to this day, and I'm like a whole adult.
Yeah.
And like acknowledgement has gotten me far, and I've always been that way. Like, I even remember thinking that I had like anger issues, and I don't have anger issues. There's certain people that fucking like certain people don't know how to stop talking sometimes. When you're in a moment, like you don't know what someone's going through. Shut the fuck up already.
Yep.
Like, or even. Like, I still kind of do think that I have high-functioning autism because I feel like it's always been a struggle for me to not care what people think. I'm always in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm always feeling like I'm awkward. And I'm, like, I used to talk bad about myself, like, even calling myself a square and things like that. Like, I don't really believe those things, but I've had issues with, like, like everyone's different, and like we find our people on the same wavelength. But over the years, like not just the bullying, because I've been through some bullying. It was like repetitive things that you create things with your mind. If you expect something, it's gonna happen.
No, yeah, for sure,
So,
sure you do.
Yeah, and so I kind of feel like I did create certain things, like people like making me feel stupid. And I've always been told by people I'm not stupid. I'm really smart, and like shit, like my life has proven that. Like, I've made it so far through like hell and back.
But at the end of the day, like that, like you know your truth. You don't need to prove it to anybody. Yeah. Nobody on earth, you don't need to prove that to anybody. It does not matter what they say at all. You already know it, so who cares what other, I know it's easier said than done again, but just like the whole, just like what you said right now when you were like, you don't know what people have been through, and I used to get angry. People can say whatever they want to. Chat can literally sit here and say whatever they want to. They can sit here and say, you're a dumb fucking bitch, and you're stupid, and you're ugly, and whatever. And
I should look at it as that, because it is a computer. That is a good example. It's like, I don't have to read it and let it hit me.
Well, even words on a computer or in person, whatever the case may be, like, you don't control what other people say, but you control how you react to it. So do you sit here and A, get mad, B, get sad, or C, you just say, you know what, I am not going to be affected by other people and what they think of me because I know me. Yeah. And that's it.
And I do know me pretty well, too.
And you know you, so that's it.
I do. I think the part caring people think, I think it's like it comes from not having like being. I moved around a lot first off, but I also was like pretty quiet my whole life. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just want to see this emergency.
Okay.
Hello. 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 Oh, okay. I'm streaming, so just text me. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know. I'll look right now. Okay.
It revolves around me not having friends that I grew up with, because I was always wanting friends, and then I would make friends, and then they would prove to me that not everybody is a good friend. Like even me, I had to learn how to be a good friend. Like even now, I struggle with being a good friend because I have my moods, and then I don't feel like. I have to hit something back, actually. I forgot.
That's why you always, like, you give yourself limits, and you have, time for yourself and stuff like that. And you always have to make sure that you set limits for yourself, because that's also something I struggle with. Meaning, like, I'm a huge people pleaser as well. You're more like, like you like to make people feel good, which is nice. I'm a people pleaser in a sense of, like, I like to always, like, spread myself too thin with people. Like, if I have 5 of my good friends ask me in 1 week, like, you want to do this? I want to make them happy, so I'm like, yes, I will, and then I wind up like double booking myself with shit, and then doing work, and then I run myself too ragged, and then I hate to say no because I felt bad because I don't want to disappoint people. But then I just got to realize that like it's my own head that's making it seem like that. Like they're not going to be disappointed if I can't. They're going to understand. You know, they're not going to think I hate them if I can't do something. That's my own, like, that's on my own emotions getting the better of me and telling me like, no, they're going to think that. So that was my New Year's resolution to myself last year, was being like saying no. Like saying no to people and being okay saying no to people.
I'm like that with my boyfriends only.
Okay.
And it kind of sucks because I mean, spreading yourself thin for anybody sucks.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's good to do that with other people, and like I just gotta remember, it's not a bad thing. Like even when people, like you know, something stupid, like, you know, sometimes my friends ask me to borrow my clothes. I really hate lending out my clothes. It's not my thing. I just don't like it. These people have been like, you know, ripped them or stretched them and whatever, and I don't really have too many.
No, I feel bad.
No, oh my God, no.
I definitely dry my hands.
No, I offered. I meant different things. Like, my friend calls me up and like, they're like, can I borrow that jacket that you have? And I'm like, oh. And I used to say yeah because I like felt bad, and I always hated it, and then always something happened with it, and then it was always that awkward position. So now, like, I kind of told myself, like, it's okay to say no. Yeah. And so sometimes they'll ask me, and I'll be like, no, like, sorry, and they'll be like, oh, okay, and it's fine. Yeah, totally. And even if it wasn't fine, you know, the point is that, like, I am allowed to say no, you know, and I'm okay with that, and I have to get myself more okay with it. Or, like, you know, do you want to go to the park? Instead of having an excuse, like, no, I can't because, maybe, like, no, I can't because I just don't fucking want to go to the park. And it's not like it's a bad thing, it just is like, I don't want to. Or like with the whole boyfriend situation, if you're out and you have a boyfriend, someone's like, do you want to dance? No, because I have a boyfriend. It's always like a nice fallback, like, no, I can't because I got a man. What about like, no, I can't because I just don't want to? You know, even when I was freshly single, like, I kept finding myself being like, no, I have a boyfriend.
It's crazy. I actually just dealt with this with my friend who I was hanging out with, and he's an older man, but like we connected really easily. So I have an older man friend, and he actually he wanted to go out to the mountains and eat some, like, because we were gonna get food and it's all takeout, so you can't eat there. But we chose the one that had dine in. But I wanted to get some food to go wherever we went, and he wanted to go out and eat it somewhere. And me, any other time, would love to. But I was planning around this, and I didn't want to be too far. As well as I feel like my mind was, I need to go to work. So I didn't want to be too far, and he kept saying, he said it just twice. He was like, I'm boring, huh? And I'm like, no, it's really not you. And it made me kind of angry because I was like, you don't know what I told him this, actually, you don't know what I'm going through inside of me. And now he was like, well, why don't you tell me? And I was like, if I knew, I would tell you what I'm going through. It's just that feeling. And then I had to like pinpoint it because I did feel like, and I told him I have issues. Like, sometimes I'm just like moody for some reason.
Even sometimes, like, communicating what you just told me, even like the lack of knowing, even communicating something is better than communicating nothing. So even like just saying like, hey, you know what? Like, sometimes I'll literally, even my friends, like, I'll be like, hey, just so you know, like, I'm really cranky today. I don't know why. There's probably no rhyme or reason, but I'm really cranky today, and so I'm probably not going to really talk much today, or whatever. You know, communicating even something you don't understand is still a form of communication, and it makes like people feel like you're taking an effort into like connecting with them in that sense.
I'm
like,
glad you have that. Because like I feel like you would tell me like about that. But no, I told him, I was like, it's not you. I'm not bored of you. It's me going through my own things. And I was like, but I told him, you can feel that way, and I hope you believe me that it's not that. But if you feel that way, you're changing your own life, and you're making yourself feel that way now. Because I actually didn't tell you anything that should make you feel that way. But yeah, I was just really going through it, and I didn't. Oh, that was my point actually, because he was wanting to go out to the nice thing, and he wasn't pressuring me, but I just told him because he wanted to hang out longer even, and I didn't want to hang out longer because I was kind of just ready to go, and because how I felt, I was just like, I don't want to make other people feel bad because of how I feel, and so I was just like, you know, it's not that. I was like, I actually just have felt like this visit's kind of just over for today, you know? It's like too much for me almost. Like, and it's not even like he was boring at all. It was just like I wanted to like, we ate, and then it was like small portions and it was expensive, and I was like still hungry, and he was already telling me like, you've gotten skinnier, you need to eat more, and I was like, well, let's go eat more. And I wanted to get oysters, and then they didn't have takeout oysters where we went, and it kind of bummed me out too because I was like so excited for oysters. And I was just like, well, I'm really feeling like this visit's over. It's not even you at all. I just want to go.
Yeah, and that's totally fine, you know. And that I feel like it's all about the way that you say things to people as well, because like my one friend would always get on like her high, or you know, she likes to like tell it how it is, so she would just tell people things, but she'd be really rude about it, and she's like, it's just people can't handle my honesty, I'm just real. I'm like, no, you're being real, but you're also being a bitch. There is a way to be real and tell people things without being an asshole. So it's the same exact way. Like there's a way to just be there's a way to speak your truth and be, you know, and self-care yourself with like no in a nice polite way. You don't need to be like, hey, I'm done with this visit, I'm going home. You know, you could be like, just say it nicely.
I know,
like,
I'm
like,
too nice. I couldn't do that.
I'm tired, and you know, whatever. And I really just want to go home. If that's okay, we can catch up on another day. So it's all about like also the way you say it, because you know, people that are just like, this is how it is. You know, to certain things, yes, there's always a time and a place. But when it's like your friends and you're trying to be compassionate, like, you know, you want to be that overbearing person that's just, you know.
Yeah, and I can be kind of mean. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as, but again, you.
Yeah, but not always. It's only if like something happens and I'm mean. But
yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, my girlfriend's boyfriend. So he's a 40-year-old man and she's our age, right? Mm-hmm. And like I don't care about that like negatively until that guy's not showing that he wants to grow. This guy spent 16 years in prison. He has a certain disease that makes him like look a certain way. He has like no hair, and he had trouble with that. He had like accepting it, and so that affects you, the PTSD of things, like, unless you really deal with it. And this guy is not working on himself, so you know he's dealing with PTSD from those things.
How old is he?
43, 40 something.
Okay.
Older, and like I caught the vibe of why she likes him. And he's a cool guy. He could be really cool. But when we were drinking and she just got drunk and I was just like listening to her, what she had to say, and not only was she comparing him to her ex constantly, because they're still friends, and
comparing people is never
never
compare people.
She did it way too much. She did it way too much for me to be like, okay, you're not okay to be in this relationship, and you're. But, okay, so basically she got drunk and she started telling me that when she goes and cries in the bathroom, he doesn't care. And their house is like your living room. They have like an apartment that is like this, not living room, that place. This half is tinier. It's tinier. Their bed's blocking a lot of it. So in the couch and then wall. That's it. Bathroom, kitchen. They have a kitchen that goes into it. But anyways, small space. He knows she's in there crying, and he doesn't care. And so we dealt with something else. Like, she got offended for saying that we both had small boobs, and I thought it was because he was throwing me into it. She was getting jealous, but she wasn't. She was just insecure about her small boobs.
I was gonna say, if you're not like insecure about any body part, it shouldn't matter to you when somebody says something. So the fact that she's like, but again, like that's like a touchy relationship thing.
He was such a dick throughout the day that I was just like, oh. This is unhealthy.
No, it is. But that's something you can't.
She's not listening.
No, but also like, you know, she again, like being the savior complex. Like, there are just some people, they need to work on themselves, and that is not your job to help them work on themselves. You know, like, if you
only say so much.
You can only say so much, dude. If you want to like help them a little bit and they're already interested, but that's like. I use this example, but it's the truth. It's like bringing an alcoholic. When my aunt was an alcoholic, we would always bring her to rehab. She would always leave the next day. Until she wanted to get better for herself, then she stayed. Until then, it's like you can't force somebody to do something until they want to do it. And you, it sucks to like realize that, especially when you care and love about somebody, but you can't make people change. You can't mold people into the people that you want. Everyone has that stigma that they can, and then it always just blows up in their face. It's
I think about how, like, if God hasn't fixed them, what makes you think you can? You know, like, if God's doing His work, and you know, well-being is abound, so their person is fine, they're still alive, they're still doing well, and if
like basically well-being. Like if God's just taking care of them and they're doing fine, what makes you think that you can fix them unless they're asking for it? They have to ask for that and want it themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not a perfect person, but it seems like a terrible relationship if one person is crying, the other person doesn't care. Yeah, exactly. And that's something, again, you can't teach that care. You can't teach somebody.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, I remember in my.
He was so careless. He was so, like, rough and tough.
Yeah. No, I mean, I remember in my lowest points with, like, past relationships, like the one ex that, like, treated me badly. I remember, like, crying, like, almost on my knees begging and being like, why don't you care about me? Like, I just remember thinking that. I was like, why don't you care? Like, no matter what I do, you just don't care. Like, you don't care. And it was so traumatizing, and I just kind of gave up with the fact of, like, I just was like, you know what, you're never going to care about me the way that I care about you. I can't teach you this.
Yeah.
I give up on it. I wasted so much time on it.
That's low-key how I feel in my relationship right now, just because he's not latching on to things that I'm trying to, like, say, hey,
Yeah.
let's do things so that we can, like, do these things to help me out so
Yeah.
we can grow and bond and build on this. But he's, like, really, he reminds me of how I want to be, which is just going with the flow of life and enjoying it and, like, taking it in as it comes. But I feel like I'm just so much more developed than a lot more people. I can't judge him for being this carefree.
No, it's not that you can judge him, but in a sense, it's also, like, whenever, like, you know how people say, like, it's lonely at the top. Like, that is very true, especially, you know, like, whenever you're feeling more elevated in your spiritual practice or whatever, mental maturity, it's hard because you feel so isolated. Like, I don't even enjoy hanging out with a lot of the same friends that I used to, because not that I feel in that, like, ego sense of I'm above them, but just, like, we don't connect anymore because I'm more invested in, and, you know, involved with other things like self-care and, like, making myself a better person, and we're just on two separate levels. Like,
Yeah,
you said, you feel like you're separated.
Yeah.
And so you just feel, like, more lonely because you're trying to find a group of peers that, like, relate to you. So it's nice when you have somebody to connect with, you know, like you, like my other friends, because it's on that wavelength. And I'm not saying it always needs to be talks like this. You can still go out and party and have fun, but, like, it's just on a, you also like to, you like to go out and party. It's like a relationship, you know. You like to go out to come party, but then you like to come home and have moments like this.
A real relationship.
Just like when you go out with a boyfriend, you like to come home and cuddle. It's the same shit. Like, you like to have more depth, you know?
Yeah. And that's the thing with him. It's like he hasn't actually had any real ass fucking relationships at this age. And that's it. That's, like, my excuse for him. Obviously, it seems like he hasn't had enough relationships to know how to treat a woman. That's my excuse. But it's really, like, it's something along those lines, because he's got fucking friends. Like, he doesn't have a whole bunch of friends, but he has friends that he's always talking to every single day. Like, he plays Call of Duty, and he got his little buds in for the
COD
phone.
player, lol.
What is it?
Call of Duty COD.
Oh, shout out. But he has his earbuds in for the person that doesn't have headphones to talk to everybody. He calls him, has his earbuds in, and then headphones on top of it, and he plays video games because they're like little girls. Like, they're like besties, best buddies, like, all the time. And I kind of got jealous of that too, because I wanted his attention in that way. But they have been around longer, you know.
The whole that's been around longer thing doesn't really fly with me. I believe that if you care about people, you make time for them. And I know this is like it's not a shitty thing. It's more of those, like, you know, those, like, hard to swallow pill memes.
Yeah.
Hard to swallow pill, that if people really want to, they make the time for what they care about.
I want to believe that. I feel like he's the type of person that can't be that way yet. Hopefully, he does eventually, but.
Well, what I was also saying, in, like, not a negative way, but I mean, the fact that you feel like he undervalues your relationship and overvalues his friendships, there might be some truth to that. Yeah. And that's something that you would have to just accept and acknowledge, and just be like, you know, this is not for me right now, because he's not on that level of caring about me the way I care about him, or in that sense, you know. And I know that sucks to hear, and it's shitty. It's just, you see where people spend their time with, and you make excuses for them. But again, like, you know, oh, he knew his friends longer, oh, he did this, oh, he always plays video games, so of course he's gonna, those are excuses you're telling in your head.
So much. But I mean, I blame it on the pandemic too.
But I'm telling you, excuses we make ourselves. No matter what, pandemic, whatever, if he wanted to do something, he would do it.
And I kind of do stay with him because I want him to get a new experience in life because he's been in Bakersfield his whole.
No, you see, save your don't.
Yeah, I know. No, that's in there because I want to show him the world.
No, I know.
I want him to be able to see the world how I have seen it.
I know.
Because I've done it so like alone every single time. Like
I'm not saying it's never.
Traveled, I've been alone.
I'm not saying it's not
Not
ever
every
possible. It's not like it's impossible. But I'm saying once you get done showing him the world, the way you see it, and if he still is not coming around to it, you need to then let go and realize, I've done everything I can do, and you're still not getting it. So I'm going on, because at that point you've done everything you can do.
No, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, I really can't throw it away because it'd be throwing away. We've been through a
No,
lot,
and
we have we've communicated so much about things, and he's got these how he loves unconditionally.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He actually does try and change, but for the most part, I do feel like he's a kid, and that's not an excuse. I do feel like it's something to do with him. Aside from not having enough relationships, I feel like he's, I've talked about relationships with so many of my passengers. They always say how you'll have a conversation with a guy, but when they leave, and they'll want to hear it and they'll hear it, but when they leave, they forget most of everything.
Because they don't retain the information.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that the old saying failure is the best teacher? Did you ever think if you took that step and you left, how inflected he would be, and he would be like, you know what? She left for a reason. What's wrong with me? And then he would work on that if he cares about it. And then when you guys come back together, it'll be better. I'm telling you, the more. My one friend in New Jersey was with this girl. It was not good. Similar situation. He was telling me everything you're saying. I was saying, so-and-so, you got to get out of this. You got to get out of this. It's not good. It's not good. Kind of not like telling him what to do, but saying the same things I'm kind of feeding you. He was like, no, I'm going to stay. I'm going to try. Literally every single month, something got exponentially worse. And I'm like, it is life telling you to leave. And if you're not going to leave willingly, it's going to fucking force you out, to the point where they lived with her, his dad, her dad, in the house, to the point where her dad got pissed at him, fired him from the job that he employed him at, kicked him out of the house that he lived. Now he's unemployed, fucking homeless. And I'm like, this is life being like, you didn't want to take my advice? Okay, I'm fucking making you go out, and you don't want to get to that point.
Yeah.
If something is leading up to those steps, you need to listen to it, just like you need to listen to your body when you want food and sleep and whatever.
Yeah.
If life is lining it up for you, and it's something doesn't feel right, shit's gonna get worse until it kicks you out on your ass, and then you're
that's where I'm at, actually. Things got worse and it kicked me out. I'm basically, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I definitely feel like my signs weren't because we went through shit, and then he forgave me, or I forgave him, and we're cool. But it continually told me that this is something that I could have walked out on a long time ago, But for example, so I care about feeding people. I've always felt like you feed their soul and you give them life. Food literally gives people life anyway, so I thought to that extent. But and I care too much about his stomach, and he doesn't eat enough, but he doesn't care about my stomach. There's been so many times
and you,
I need to eat. Make sure I'm eating.
I promise you, if you took certain steps that you're listening, I'm not saying rush out today. I'm just saying listen to what life is telling you, and if it really feels like it's going in that direction, do it. And I know it's uncomfortable and it's scary, but do it, and you might be surprised what happens. And either you guys are going to come back together and be better, or you're going to find yourself and then find someone that's better for you. And even though that's scary too, I know it's scary to think about. I know it's scary. Trust me, I've been there.
I don't want to hurt anybody or hurt myself.
And you don't want to start over, and you don't want to leave behind that person with all those memories. I fucking feel
his
you.
Family.
100%, you know I do. But I'm telling you, it seems really scary at first because it's all you know, and that's the world that you are in right now. But you never know what's gonna come from that.
Yeah. It can only get better.
It's like God with the teddy bear.
God with the teddy bear? God?
Holding the teddy bear behind his back.
Oh, I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do, yes, arms, face, scratch. Thank you, Yonda. I'm going to do something that we just practiced on. Chat, I am tired. I am allowing myself to say I am tired and I am going to bid you all farewell. I am being able to say no to myself. And I love you guys.
Nice.
And I have had a really fucking great time with Michelle. Thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
And
we'll be back with more videos. Have you ever watched the Ace Family?
no.
Oh, okay. They always end it with, we'll be back with more videos.
Oh.
I love them.
We'll be back with more videos tomorrow for games and sub movie night. So thank you so much for coming and doing this with me and for rubbing my arms. I feel amazing. Thank you. Love you.
Ain't no choke me now.
It's all the love inside of me.
Broke a rib.
Thank you guys so much for coming and following and subbing, resubbing, and cheering and gifting, subbing, and all that good shit. I love you guys. And the best mods, Call of Booty and Almighty and Mango and Razor and Paul. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Alien Isolation and sub movie night. So if you're new, make sure that you get in the Discord and you link your Twitch so you get all the sub perks for movie night tomorrow. Yes, she does. Love you, Calixta. Let me know anytime you need to talk, babe. Okay? I'll see you guys. Hang on 1 second. Let's see if there's anybody. Everyone go raid Claire for me. Tell her I said hi. Love you guys. Have an amazing night.
Do yoga.
Do yoga. Bye.